Yo, yo, yo. What's up? What's good? Welcome into another episode of the Three-Man Weave, the three flyest motherfuckers in the league. You already know what it be. Inspired by good weed. It's your boy Salute. You already know what it do. To the left, I got my man Docs.
Hey, how y'all doing?
To the right, I got my man Cruz.
Yo, what's happening?
Hey, and that's how we moving out here, man. Another beautiful week in sports, fellas. Shit, what y'all want to get started with? Shit, we wasn't even prepared for what we was going to start with, huh?
Nah, I don't know. Maybe,
shit.
Maybe some football. Let's kick off some football.
Kick off some football.
Seems about right.
Fitz Magic got put to a fucking end. Had to cancel all that David Blaine shit. We was done with all that, man. We had to show him what it was, man.
I mean, cancel's a strong word. I'd say for a half you did, but let's be real. He's still the first player ever to have 3 straight games of 400 yards or more passing.
Yeah, they couldn't do
Ridiculous.
shit but pass it. You right?
First player ever?
Yeah, to have 3 straight games of 400 plus yards.
He's styling on him.
So
Because the second half, he put it back together.
he put it back together, but he had to use some Elmer's glue and some other shit because of the way he was balling before, man. 2 picks, bad picks. Shit, one of them got took back. Fucking, with that said, though, yeah, they've had a good first 4 games, 3 games. Jameis is back. The way he said in the press conference and everything that he said, he's looking forward to riding that pond pretty heavy. But will it stay that way? Is
Jameis is
Fitzpatrick
looking forward to that?
Well, he basically said, I'm not here to just be quarterback, I'm here for the team. Anytime a nigga says that to me, your PR just told you to ride the bench. And you gotta say it the nicest way.
Yeah, the coach told him, you gotta know your role, and then PR explained how he's gonna explain.
Exactly, man. So do we think that's gonna continue? You think that Fitzpatrick can finish the year out and continue doing what he's doing?
I mean, I think that he gets like a maybe 2 or 3 consecutive loss leash. So like if they lose 2 or 3 games in a row, probably gonna be bringing Jameis back in. And I'm gonna guess that's more or less to do with the fact that Jameis is probably making like triple what Fitzpatrick is. So it's like if we're gonna have both these guys and we're paying this guy way better, and this guy's losing just as bad as the other guy does, might as well have the guy that's we're paying play. You know?
You don't think they could possibly, try and look for another investment as far as trading him for something better now that Tampa Bay knows that they have other pieces? Maybe the quarterback is what they need to work on at this point.
Trey Jameis or Trey Fitzpatrick?
Jameson, I think his record's 18-27 as a starter.
Yeah, I mean, records I feel like are hard to be indicative of an
We've
individual
seen James
player.
play though.
Yeah, but again, like, what has he had? 3 or 4 different offenses in his 4-year career?
He's had this offense last year, and they definitely didn't do what they were doing this year.
I think when they were all healthy, they did pretty well. I had Mike Evans in fantasy like 2 years in a row, and like he was always doing great, always putting up good numbers, and their games were always close because I would be paying attention to that. So
Still gotta get that dub. Even if it's close, you gotta get a dub.
I mean, yeah, I'm not disputing that, but as far as being far away from getting that dub, I don't think that they were that far. They just played in a tough division, tough schedules, and again, the consistency and the growth just wasn't there yet. But who knows? This is his, I think, 4th or 5th season. There should be a lot more growth shown and maturity, but that's only if James even gets his chance. But I don't think that they're trading him. I don't think you look at Fitzpatrick as a permanent solution.
I didn't say he was a permanent. I said he could just be a means as an intermediate, immediate guy, like a middleman to the transition of a new situation for quarterback. Because Jameis just simply, as I said before, he just hasn't won. He hasn't put it together to win. Shit, I had the opportunity to see him play fucking live, real action, and that motherfucker threw 3 picks. That shit was terrible. Like, that nigga will cut you. He'll do good. I've shot him bail before, but he doesn't win games. He doesn't do enough to win. We talk about winners all the time. Tom Brady. We talk about Peyton Manning. We talk about Ben. We talk about all these quarterbacks. Basketball, we talk about Kobe. People who win the game, they'll take the shit over. Jameis has never taken over a game to win it, especially in a big-time opportunity. That's the only thing I say about it. And then even to say that if he hasn't had those opportunities, that's just because he hasn't put himself in those opportunities. Shit, you played 4 seasons. There's got to be a time where you have to then take the responsibility of being that guy. That would be my argument to it. I think that's why they could possibly trade him. That would be my one argument to it.
Yeah, I mean,
He's got a great arm.
I can't dispute that. the history isn't great.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at potential. What do you see out there that's potentially better than Jameis Winston right now?
Shit, they could possibly just try and go for maybe a quarterback they can see in college. I haven't seen a quarterback in college taking over yet.
That's kind of
But
what I'm
shit,
saying.
we said that people were saying last year the quarterbacks that they were talking about were overrated too, and Baker's doing pretty well. Josh Allen's doing
I was
all
saying
right.
that. I feel like the media was pretty hyped.
The
on all
media,
these quarterbacks.
but I didn't. When we talk about real deal people, they had your same sentiment. From what I was
Yeah,
getting.
if we go back a couple weeks and listen to the cast, we were talking about it's probably not his time. You know what I mean? His time is he's just here to develop.
Yeah.
And it seemed like it might be his time.
Yeah, for Baker, we definitely gonna talk about that. But I just wanted to use him as an
it's
example.
all their time.
Yeah, I wanted to use an example of him or Josh Allen, Sam Darnold. These guys are performing above what our personal expectations were. Yes, the media and Mel Kiper and all them motherfuckers were gassing them, but when I was talking to real deal people on the street and shit, like they were just like, they could be okay, but this seems like not that strong of a quarterback draft, like as far as the talent that's coming from them, and it's probably because what we've had hasn't been that strong as far as quarterbacks in the most recent years.
I think the funniest part
Aside from
about
Carson.
this draft class and the most ironic part is potentially the two best quarterbacks out of this long term could be the ones that we're not even talking about right now, not even starting. Lamar Jackson and Mason Rudolph.
Still on Lamar. Lamar is an enigma to me right now because he's such a fucking talent. He's got the feet, he's got the arms. We've seen him in college. He performed great, and I like him myself personally. But shit, we are yet to see him hit the fucking field as far outside of the preseason, man. And I want to see him play with starters. And I feel like I feel like he's gonna need some time to develop as far as getting the speed down, but. I just don't know, man. That's the enigma of him because he could be fire, but then again, he could be fucking just another scrambling quarterback that didn't work out.
I know. I'm just saying, like, based off pure potential and what my personal beliefs are, at least going into this, I was thinking that those two, because they're going to get the time to sit and learn from the bench and not have to learn from making mistakes right away, I feel like they're in the best position to succeed long term.
You think?
And they're both on pretty good teams.
Yeah. Baltimore's looking all right this year, man. And now Mason and Ben, I can see that working because they got a similar fit to their styles, especially being big bodies and
Right.
and big arms.
Damn
The
right.
thing about Lamar is interesting is one, I've seen one hardball play with a scrambling quarterback and make it work. I've never seen the other hardball play with anyone outside of Flacco, so I wonder how he would play with a scrambling quarterback and how much Lamar actually does.
He's got
develop from that.
RG3 as his third string, so
He
I'm
likes
sure
it, it looks
RG3's
like.
putting him onto some game, whether or not it's in practice or outside of it, because they have similar styles.
RG third string.
So I'll never go to a Jay Gruden offense. It'll be the end of you, kid. Fucking Lamar Jackson, I feel like can be a great player. I think another thing too is you just got to be around the right people. So hopefully Harbaugh puts him in the right spot. But hey, man, I mean, to talk about Fitzpatrick and go back to Tampa Bay and think about that, I think, me personally, I'm just going to put it on the record now, man. I think Fitzpatrick may actually be playing at least 10 games.
Do you think win or lose, regardless of result?
I think they're going to win. That's why I think that.
Okay.
I think they're going to win. I think they're probably going to win the next. So they're 3 games in. I'm talking about 10 for the next 7. I think they can go. I think go 4-3 or 5-2 on a good day. I got to see their schedule for the next 7, regardless who they playing. If you want to grab that real quick, we can see. But regardless of that, I think they can win 4-3 or 5-2. That's not unreasonable for Tampa Bay with the teams they have played and the way that they have played these teams. Let's remember, Ben played like a fucking goat last night or on Monday. So, hey,
So they're playing the Bears this coming week.
the Bears. They can beat the Bears. They're going to beat the Falcons. Y'all toss up because I need to see y'all play again. I don't like the Falcons this year.
Bold.
I don't
Just real quick with it.
I don't like the Falcons
Off the
this year.
hip. Beating the Falcons.
They beat the
God.
Falcons, yo,
Fuddled
straight
Mike
up.
a little bit there.
The Bengals, I feel like that'll be one they can take a loss from.
Okay, so 2-1.
And Panthers, man, the Panthers too have been surprising me in a good way. So I'll probably say they can lose to the Panthers and they can beat the Redskins.
Okay.
Yeah, and
3-2.
what was that? That's 3-2.
Yeah.
Okay. Bucks playing Giants. They can beat the Giants. They're beating the Giants.
Okay. 4-2.
49ers beating the 49ers. Garoppolo's gone.
5-2. There you go.
Yeah, Garoppolo's
They
gone.
go 5-2 in their next 7. That would put them at what? 7-3.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I think he's got a secure job at that point if that's what actually how it plays out.
So he plays at least 10.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I mean,
If they
you don't. I just feel like because of the history of him showing all these little brief moments of like greatness and then throwing 2 picks.
that's why I think he can sit on the bench after the 10th week if that's a possibility.
I'm just like, I feel like what coach isn't going to have him on a short leash?
Yeah, I think, well, honestly, I don't think they had him on too much of a short leash before he threw 2 picks in Tampa Bay this last game. But I will
Right.
tell you, him throwing 2 interceptions afterwards and the way that he
You mean 2 touchdowns?
2 touchdowns. The way he threw the 2 touchdowns afterwards, where's that? The way he played after the halftime can show you, like, you know what? I think he's okay. I mean, he did definitely play the Pittsburgh Steelers. We've never been a slouch. I mean, we definitely were the 2nd seed in the playoffs last year. So, I mean, I'm not going to expect you to shine on everybody like you did against the Saints or even the Eagles. You just beat a Super Bowl champion team, and then you play a number 2 in the AFC the next week, and you almost win. You know what I mean? So, I don't think the leash is right here on. I don't think they grabbing a collar ready to pull the nigga back yet. I think they gave him a little bit of distance. They edging the rope a little bit. Like, all right, let's see how far he can go. Let's see how far he goes. The leash hit the ground at this point. They seen how far he can go.
Okay. Fair enough.
I believe they can give him that time. Shit, what else Tampa Bay got going on? ain't like they fucking like, oh yeah, we're used to these playoffs and championships and all. Them niggas ain't seen shit since 2001. 2002, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Speaking of quarterbacks that may or may not have their jobs for long, what do you think about Josh Allen?
I think Josh Allen played well, even though the numbers didn't show it. Was it 27-3?
Honestly,
Didn't
don't
make
even know.
didn't make a lot of mistakes. Was mobile. He played well, man.
Defense let him down.
Nah, they won.
27-6.
Oh, my bad.
27-6. They won.
Beat the Vikings at home. Well, in Minnesota, I should say.
So I mean, who's to say?
I mean, 15-22, 196, and a touchdown. That's like standard good rookie win numbers.
Yeah, that's what I said. The numbers.
Not a lot on his shoulders, but got the job done.
Yeah, and the way he played, he played like he wanted to win. So
Why do you think he's out of the job?
I'm not saying that he's gonna be out of a job soon, but I just think that, well, I don't know. I just don't know if they're like gonna stick with him because it's Buffalo. Like they've just been
they
doing
don't really have
weird
other
shit.
options. Though. They got Nate.
Sounds like you got pretty high expectations for the young man.
Sarcastically.
No, not really.
Well, it sounds like he's delivering, and you're still saying it's not good
There's
enough.
only one game. There's only one game. Let's remember in the first game didn't do so good.
No. No, the
So-
second game. He played the end of the first game.
Did he play the end of the first game? Oh, okay. So yeah, so he's got basically 6 quarters of not so good, and then 4 of pretty good. But I don't know. I'm not sold on him, and I won't be until he can prove that he can be accurate, because he was like the least accurate quarterback out of any of the ones that got drafted. So
I like his feet and him in the pocket though. He was moving around solidly, man. He seemed comfortable out there this week. It seemed like the speed. He's getting more acclimated to the speed.
I mean, and not even to his fault, but like at the same time, he's playing with Buffalo, and they don't have a lot of weapons,
options,
especially
yeah.
with LaShawn McCoy not playing right now with the whole situation and all that
Yeah,
stuff.
Shady's fucked up. Was it Travis Benjamin's the only person he got?
Kelvin Benjamin.
Yeah, Kelvin, not even Travis.
I'm pretty sure Travis would be a better Benjamin to have.
That's what. Yeah, damn. Okay, yeah. I mean, he definitely, yeah, he's in a fucked up spot, but we know it's the Buffalo Bills, so hey, what the fuck you gonna do about it? Just try and make the plays you can. That's why I think he's doing okay though. I think he's okay.
You think they're just gonna stick with him regardless, just because it's all right, this is who we chose for the future. We gotta see what he can do.
That's like when you said about Jameis. We're paying him and he's here, so let's see if we can make some shit happen. Fuck it, we're throwing shit at a wall. I like Josh Allen. I think they're gonna play him. I think he's gonna have the opportunity to show that he's a star. Cause I think he's one of my preferred ones coming out the draft. Personally.
All I know is this guy's playing on a team that made a dude want to retire halfway through a game.
Oh man, they are terrible. Buffalo as a team is terrible. They're the only team that lost 4 straight Super Bowls. I mean, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's rough. It's rough. They got a rough history.
You think it's worse being a Browns or a Bills fan?
Totally Bills, because at least...
You know what I mean? I feel like that's debatable, bro. No,
Well, it comes down to the fundamental question.
it is Bills, but I feel like it's still...
I think Browns would be worse.
I don't know.
It comes
Your
down
whole
to
team
that
sold and
fundamental
left.
question of, would you rather just be out of it consistently or always think you're going to get there, or even, be the number 1 contenders 4 years in a row but never win?
Everyone come back.
You at least have highlights, bro.
One of the greatest... Wait, who? You at least have highlights? Yeah.
You at least have highlights.
That's how we know Buffalo was official.
You're going to think you look back
Man,
on.
we got Josh Cribbs, all right? We got highlights.
Like 3 years. 4. I think, what did the crib was that, 4 or 5?
I mean, I don't know. He played probably like 8, 9.
All for the Browns?
Career leader in kick return touchdowns.
Like, if you're just
Browns.
if you're just going like, 0-16, fucking 2-14 and shit like that, it's like you don't really...
But the Bills have been doing that as of late, on top of them not winning the Super Bowl. So they have been shit after that. After the Music City Miracle, they have been shit. And plus, they had that happen to them, where a super illegal play happened, and they still... Frank Wycheck threw that shit by.
Oh,
let's keep it
yeah.
real. Or was it Dyson? Yeah, no, it was Wycheck to Dyson.
Wycheck.
Yeah,
Wycheck
Wycheck to Dyson. Come on, that was shit was a lateral.
I don't know.
There's a guy there who confirmed it for me.
Could have seen it go either way, and the way they called it, I can't argue it, and whatever, it happens.
It still breaks your...
It's not necessarily the same as I would compare it to like a tuck rule or anything. It's not that bad.
I mean, like Oakland?
Yeah, Oakland and New England.
Well, I mean,
they made up or just decided for the first time ever to start enforcing a rule that no one ever did before.
used. Yo, fucking...
But I don't know. It's
Browns-
Buffalo. I mean, they've had 2 good seasons since '99 because they had that 1 year with Marshawn before he got traded. They had a year with Marshawn where they were good.
Who's their quarterback?
Eric Moulds. Oh God, who was their quarterback?
Was it Bledsoe?
No, it was after Bledsoe.
How many good years have the Browns had since then?
Well,
Since
let's
the
say
80s.
this: since '99, we made the playoffs 1 time before last year.
Yeah, was it 01?
And they hadn't until last year.
So we're pretty even.
So
I'm telling you,
as of
this
now,
is
we're
debatable,
even.
bro.
I mean, if you're talking all-time history, it's Bills for sure because we don't have Super Bowls, but we have 4 NFL championships.
We're not just talking. Well, we're not just talking about success. We're talking about your entire team left. With those championships you're talking about left. They went to Baltimore,
No, they didn't take the history with them.
but they.
Nah.
But you just go back to that fundamental debate.
You know how I feel about that.
See, my thing though is like that you didn't have a team because your team left. That seems almost as fucked up as losing Super Bowl.
Owner screwed us.
Yeah, that seems
So
like for the
there's-
people as bad as 4 Super Bowls. Damn near you just lost the whole franchise.
1 point to Buffalo for having consistent front office for a long time with Ralph Wilson.
Okay, let's do this. Yes, points. Okay, points for
Give
that.
them a point on that.
Losing. Okay, so
We had a newer stadium than they did. Point for us.
yeah. You went 0-16, so that's a point for them.
Yeah, we played in a much tougher division.
I'm just saying that's still gonna get you a point for Buffalo.
I mean that's fine. Point for them. They haven't gone 0-16. I'm pretty sure they've gone 2-14 a
They've
couple of
gone
times.
ass biscuits. They never have a promising draft pick. I guess that's one for y'all.
Yeah, when's the last one they had? Was Buffalo draft picks that were good. Never.
Yeah, Marshawn Lynch.
Because he was Houston, right? Got traded to Buffalo.
Yeah, I think
That's
Marshawn
the
Lynch
last one.
was the last.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, Marshawn Lynch, the last one.
Y'all at least always have like somebody like, oh yeah, the Browns can do it with this guy.
Hype. Yeah, hype for sure.
At least they have something to shoot for. Buffalo's just cold. Like it's just cold. Niggas are just there like, we have a team and we slam each other through tables for our passive aggression towards how bad our team is.
So okay, who has better fans? Because that's
Now
how
we
people do.
just-
We have
now we
more
just
loyal
asking for trouble.
fans.
Right.
Now we just
I don't know, man. They slam each other through tables. I don't want to fuck with Buffalo niggas,
Yeah,
man.
for real,
I've
man.
seen the dog pound in full effect.
I haven't.
Let me bring up the beer bottle game of 02 or 03 or
Oh,
whatever,
y'all just threw straight beer at
where we're
fucking.
throwing glass beer
Full.
bottles at the referees
Right.
as they were running off.
Full beer
Classic.
too.
Yeah, full empty.
Lay a nigga out, bro. All right, man. Well, I think, man, there's a lot of points you can give to each side, man. I want to see the people get in on this, man. Better fans, or worse franchise. The to root for, not worst franchise, worst franchise to root for in history. The Bills or the Browns? B&B, Big B's. Which one will break your heart worse? 4 Super Bowls or 0-16 to do a reverse parade to try and change your fortunes? Holla at us. But
And
Which is the bigger of L's?
the biggest of L's, the Super Bowl of L's, the Bills and the Browns.
This is the bigger L bearer.
Yo, I'm sorry, man. It's just goddamn. Why do you gotta be a Browns fan for this?
Respect to y'all though.
Yeah.
Respect to both of y'all for
Well, we just talked about the fans, yeah.
For weathering this. That's what I'm saying.
It's a
Respect
testament to the fans
exactly.
at a point, man. Come on.
it's true.
I'm not buying a ticket to the 4th Super Bowl if I know we lost the last 3. Fuck that noise. I'm like, I watch from TV. There were fans out there. There were mad fans. Jim Kelly's gonna do it this year. No, he didn't. He didn't again. Bill took that from you. Parcells took that and just left, walked away. Walked his hand away from the game. But aside from Buffalo and the misfortunes of these two teams, man, there's some other shit that's happening.
What about Mahomes? You think he's
That
the real
is another
deal?
one we're talking about because everyone was
Yeah.
talking shit about Mahomes.
Yeah.
Everyone except the media once again.
Contender, pretender.
He's definitely a fucking contender. I seen him week 3. I watched him week 2, sadly. Nigga's torching. He's torching people.
You
He's
know-
got like 12 touchdowns
13, which is a record
retarded.
through 3 weeks.
all the way, bro. You said fuck
You don't think he's the system quarterback? I mean, Alex Smith was pretty good there.
He wasn't throwing 13 touchdowns in 3 games.
No, but the 1 year he had like I think maybe 5 interceptions and threw like 40 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Like put up crazy numbers,
I mean,
elite numbers.
I think it's
And
more
I
than-
don't believe Alex Smith is elite.
I think it's more of a, well, he definitely showed he was a little bit better than Green Bay. Shout out Marcus. But
Isn't it funny? All 3 of our teams have the same record right now.
oh yeah, I know. I told him karma's a bitch. Talking all that bullshit.
1-1-1.
Bruh, first of all,
Beautiful
hold on.
feeling.
Let me knock this shit in the butt right now.
They had a tie also.
Vikings. They tied with the Vikings. Fucking let's get to the shits real quick as far as the Browns and how people are viewing them right now when we tied with them and now we're considered, oh, y'all tied with the Browns. I've heard that multiple times. Listen, them niggas almost beat the Saints. Their kicker was shit. They got rid of him, obviously, for that reason. So let's keep it all the way trill here. Goddamn, they are competing. They won one, they tied one, and they damn near should have won the other one, but they lost in Cleveland Browns fashion.
So they're a real team this year. You
They're
saying?
a real fucking team, man. They're competing with people and they're winning games and they're tying games. I don't know what else you can fucking say. You just some hating ass niggas out here on them on my boys, talking down on them.
It's the best division in the league too.
Best division in the league, bar none.
Yeah.
Compete. Who else are you? I do it. You can't. But what were we talking about? Fuck. Mahomes. Okay.
So you're for sure he's a real deal,
Bruh.
This isn't just like not I don't say stroke of luck, but like the fact that no one has professional tape on him, and so now they're just defenses are going to eventually get a feel for him, and it's not going to be the same.
I feel that way on a lot of players. But what I'm gonna say about Mahomes is Mahomes, and you know what? This isn't to knock Mahomes either, and this isn't also saying he can't do it without him. But he's got mad talent around him too. He's got Tyreek Hill, Kareem Hunt. He's got
Travis Kelce.
Yeah, exactly. Hall of Fame tight end, bar none. You can't argue that. So I mean, when you have these type of weapons, you're going to be successful. And fuck it, every great quarterback has had those weapons. So because then I started to think back, who hasn't besides Dan Marino?
Tom Brady has not always had weapons.
He had Bill Belichick though, so that will just knock
I know,
off
but we're
a
talking
whole
about
lot of
receivers.
shit. But when we talk about star power and what you have, no one can do it by themselves. So I mean, let's give it to him. Alex Smith we knew off grip because he played for the 49ers. Alex Smith wasn't that guy who could make shit happen, and yet he had one good year.
Yeah, he had his time with San Francisco's up and down. Don't forget,
Very.
I mean, he was the reason he was a starter for a few years before he got hurt and Kaepernick took his job because he played so well.
And then
it wasn't
came
because
back.
he lost his job. It's
Well,
'cause he got
coming
hurt.
back though, he couldn't retain it.
I don't think they gave it to him. Kaepernick had taken it from him, and he had to earn it back, and he just couldn't because Kaepernick was playing well.
That's what he did get in though. He got in. He played. He played some ball games, and he did not play well. I remember that shit. He did not play well. I think Mahomes doesn't have that stigma, granted, and that's why we can say what we can say about him. But I just think he's just a better overall player too. When we look at his he's more athletic.
For sure, definitely more athletic.
Yeah.
Has a freaking gun.
Yeah, man. So he can throw way. Come on, Alex Smith is that right? 5 yards, 10 yards. That's it. His arm's not great. You know what I'm saying?
Best version of Sam Bradford.
Exactly. No fucked up shoulder. You know what I'm saying? He's good. Like, we look at everything Mahomes has compared to what he's doing, and he's only done it for a year, and I think he's looking good like a Carson Wentz good, where Carson Wentz wasn't. He hasn't had a lot of tape on him, but he's still doing his thing. I think he can definitely be one of those guys.
Yo, another one that I know wasn't on the list, but I just thought about when you said Carson Wentz is Deshaun Watson.
He fell off. I wanted to say him, but then I was like, nah, they are playing shitty.
So you think he's a pretender? Do you think last year was like a fluke? Or you think it's like his team or what?
I don't
'Cause
think his team.
I haven't really seen much, but like
DeAndre Hopkins hasn't played well. He hasn't played well. I don't know, man. Like, I don't even know who's their coach.
Bill O'Brien.
I don't like the Texans team at all. I don't like them. I think
You
he's
don't like
in
them as a team or just you
as
don't
a
like
team.
all of the individual players?
I don't like them as a team. That's why I say I don't want to call him a pretender, but I did say he fell the fuck off. I mean, that's evident. So I mean, I don't want to say he's a pretender though, because he's got an arm. He's got good feet. He's got good footwork, and like he's playing injured. He's
So-
just not playing well.
So you think his job's secure?
I think his job's
Regardless.
I think his job's good.
Okay.
I do think that. I don't even know who they'd have to back him up.
I don't know who they have either.
Yeah,
No clue.
I think he's cool. Who else did we have on that? Because I know we had 3 of them.
That
We had
was
Josh Allen, we had
Fitzpatrick,
Mahomes, and Fitzpatrick.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I wanted to be sure we got these 3 motherfuckers covered, man,
But
because
while we're talking about
they're
quarterbacks,
heating shit up.
We can talk about Cleveland.
Yeah, let's fucking talk about it, man. Baker came in and did what the fuck the media wanted him to do.
The media, the
praying.
fans. The fans were chanting.
Yeah,
They were chanting for Baker before he even got in.
and that's fucked up, man.
I know. I felt for Tyrod, but
He played like
dude,
a fucking
This is literally like
Those
I
one people
had.
didn't want this.
yeah.
I
yeah,
had
and he played well.
flashbacks. Yeah. Well, he was playing okay. I don't fault him for not. Here's the
The
thing.
first 2 games he was.
No, the first game he didn't play well. Second game he showed signs of improvement.
Oh, he was a big reason y'all were getting first downs and getting those need to
Talking about
make
the first
plays.
game?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
His feet
the
got
second half
fucking us up.
he did all right, but just the first and second game he showed that I feel like he wasn't reading blitzes, nor was our offensive line, obviously. But now that you have that knowledge that our line sucks and you're not having as much time as you'd like, you got to make those adjustments, and he never did, and that's why he kept getting fucked up, kept getting hurt. 4 separate drives in that game, that third game, he hurt 4 separate parts of his body, and the 4th one was his head, and he was in concussion protocol. You see Baker come in, dude's getting rid of the ball as soon as he can. He's not waiting for things to open up like Tyrod. He's throwing anticipation throws. He's not sitting there waiting for the rush to get to him and then try to scramble out. He's confident in what's happening. That's what, my thing is. It looked like there was so much more confidence, and that's crazy coming from a rookie versus a dude that's a 7-8 year vet.
Let's look at the play calling, because you said they're quick and he's holding it. The drops, were they 3 to 5? I didn't watch the game completely. So
I
was he
think
doing
it
3 to
was-
5 drops, or was he doing a quick first just you said anticipation, so he's not reading too much. He's letting that shit go. He's doing pre-reads.
No,
If
it
anything.
wasn't all quick because there was somewhere they were on 10 in corners, and he had to wait until they at least cut, and then he's throwing it lobs over the shoulder, but he's throwing it way ahead before right as they're about to cut. So he's throwing anticipation throws, and they're not all just quick slants. But yeah, it was a mix. There was quick drops. There was 3 to 5 steps. It's a mix of everything.
And so the play calling didn't change whatsoever from Tyrod to Baker.
If anything, I felt like the play callers, well, I guess Todd Haley, and I don't know if Hugh Jackson calls any plays or not, but it just seemed like we were calling a lot more like confident pass plays. Like we weren't just calling like, you know, the basic sticks and you know, all these short, quick stuff. Like we were doing that, but at the same time he was hitting Callaway deep. He was hitting people on deep corners, deep posts.
He caught a touchdown too.
Yeah. Before anything, it was a 2-point conversion.
Oh, 2-point conversion, not touchdown.
Man,
but they were still
great.
mixing it up out there.
Yeah, they ran a freaking Philly special.
Now that's
Baker special.
You're more
Baker special.
prone to do that with somebody who you're not as confident with to perform like that than you would to somebody that you can just know is going to run the set and can score that. So that I'm not going to sit here and say that's just because he's this guy. I know that you do more trickery when you know you don't have what it takes as far as going
that was the only
helmet
trickery,
down.
though. That was the only trickery, and it's on a 2-point conversion. That's bound to happen. The rest of the time, the play call, I'm telling you, it was literally like they trusted this guy to throw versus with Tyrod, I don't know what like the identity of our offense was. Carlos Hyde couldn't really get anything going, and it just ended up Tyrod scrambling majority of the time.
That's what it looked like. A lot of his shit was like scramble friendly, where they would put in, where like you're probably going to run it.
And Baker got out of the pocket when he had to. He did, and he moved around, and he created, and he was smart about it. That was the thing that was most impressive. Is to me, he was making throws. There wasn't any underthrows, and he wasn't making bad mistakes or like there wasn't any near interceptions. Tyrod had so many missed throws. Tyrod had, I don't even know, I think 3 dropped interceptions in the New Orleans game. So I don't know. I just see a lot more trust in Baker's abilities. And then on top of that, the biggest difference that I saw, and as soon as like I don't know, it was probably the first play or maybe the second play when he came in, and I was telling Marcus, because I was watching it with him, I was like, look, Tyrod's sitting there waiting for everyone to get back to the huddle to call play. Baker's out there waiting at the line of scrimmage for everyone to get back, giving them daps and high fives and everything. It's just such a different feel, and like you could see that energized our team.
Yeah, he sounds like a rookie out there. He sounds like he's happy to be. When you're high fiving niggas, that's excitement. Mm-mm. When you're coming back, you're a rookie, you're a pro. You know that this shit happens.
I disagree. It looks like a sign of a leader to me versus an individual that knows he's talented.
Let's go to the Kareem Magic situation when he said Magic was so excited over this win and just so jubilant, high-fiving niggas, all type shit. Kareem said, "Relax, young boy. This shit happens. That's what vets do." Now vet now just because he's not slapping fives with everybody doesn't mean he ain't got the respect of the people.
I'm not saying anything about respect. I'm just saying about what
that makes a difference for quarterbacks.
The energy you can provide to a team just by giving positive reinforcement, and it's like you can't compare football and basketball as far as getting hyped up and staying at that level of aggression through the whole game. As far as
focus, you can. Focus and being locked in, you can.
Well, focus, yeah, but I'm talking about like as far as like getting people pumped up. You don't have to get pumped up for basketball necessarily.
You kind of do.
Oh, yes, you do.
You have to more or less, staying focused and staying with your man or on offense. Making the right cuts, things like that.
Well, what do you think football is?
It's more calculated in a smaller space. Football
is super calculated.
Super
calculated.
In a sense, yes.
You only get 5 seconds to run a play. Basically, the average running of a play is usually 5 seconds. It's like 5-10 seconds.
I'm just saying, as far as like a mentality wise, like that, what that does for your team.
One's more violent than the other. That's all it really is.
Yeah.
As far as I see, I mean, you just got to get psyched up for
me playing both. Yeah, that's what it is. I mean, I prefer to hit people, but that's
you gotta have
mentality.
You gotta have your adrenaline up if you're gonna fucking rise up higher than someone for a rebound or be
dunk on somebody, block that shit.
Yeah, be quicker to the ball, like all that sort of stuff. That's all adrenaline.
But to really go back to the point of Baker giving niggas high fives and shit, I'm just like, I'm not gonna sit here and say Tyrod just wasn't the guy that I think Tyrod still had that locker room where they felt like they could win with him and they could make that happen. Baker he had this great first run, and I like the way that he's playing. I like the excitement he brings, but I think it's a little bit. I need to watch this. But from what it sounds like, him being excited like that and shit like that, it sounds like he could be a possible. He's a rookie. He's happy out here. He's excited. I like it. I want to see more of it.
That's what I'm saying,
but
dude.
we gotta see him.
I don't think
crunch time. I want to see him. I want to see him. I want to see positions where he's got to perform like a vet.
I mean, he won
shit
the
like
game
that
for us.
He played the Jets. He played the Jets.
They're a good team. They're going to be a good team.
They're okay.
Regardless, I mean, agree to disagree, but yeah, the whole having people waiting for people to come back to the huddle and get to the line of scrimmage and dapping them up. I don't think it's excitement. It's literally like that's what a leader does. Stays on top of your people, making sure that they're in a positive mindset and it's pumped up. That's what I see.
Yeah, we can jump to another good team. You know what I'm saying? Or just talk about the AFC North some more. I mean, why not? Fucking Le'Veon though. Le'Veon once again sat another week, and James Conner once again showed why he can be a starting running back for a whole bunch of teams. So I don't know what the fuck is going on, but the Roonies are definitely like, all right, we'll trade you then, motherfucker. You don't want to play till week 10? We can trade you.
Get that lighter.
So I seen who reached. I think the Jets reached out.
So
I've seen them.
yeah. So there's the Jets. Supposedly the biggest like dark horse is the Eagles.
Whew.
The Raiders are another possibility. They don't have a lot of pieces to
Poor
move.
Gruden. Poor Gruden.
But they're definitely in need of some help, obviously.
Yeah. 100 mil
This one that I saw,
on 3.
another interesting one that I would actually like to see maybe is the Colts get Andrew Luck some help. They're $50 million under the cap right
So
now.
him and Frank Gore.
No, Frank Gore's in Miami.
Oh, he is in
And
Miami.
he's killing it.
Yeah, I like Frank Gore.
I'm not saying killing it, but he's doing really well for someone in his 15th season.
I didn't realize he was top 10 in all-time rushing yards, bro.
Yeah, who did he just pass?
Living fucking legend.
That Frank Gore, that's crazy.
Yeah, living fucking legend out
Like
here.
the Frank Gore used to
He's
play
fourth
with on
all
like
time.
fucking like Madden 08 and shit.
Yeah, bro, he's a yeah.
He is.
He very underrated monster out here, bro.
Extremely.
Yeah, hell
He was
yeah.
Marshawn
Yeah,
before
talk-
Marshawn.
Yeah, he
He
was.
talked about enough. I didn't realize he was still in the league. Like that's
Hell
crazy.
yeah.
I remember he used to be hot. Like he was one of the top like fantasy guys.
Hell
like,
yeah,
back
bro.
in the
He
day.
was not a slouch on the Colts, bro. He was my backup. He was my flex dude.
Is there anybody from that generation still playing?
I think just
At
Frank.
that position, I mean.
I think he might be the
Running
last one.
backs
I
wise?
think he might be the last
Yeah.
one.
I mean, you got Fitzgerald. We got
Fitzgerald for
as a
receivers.
receiver, and you got Brady as a fucking QB and
Gates
Breeze,
at tight end.
and like
Gates is
Eli,
still playing?
But like,
Yeah.
Damn. Fuck.
And I think Vernon. Wait, no, Vernon.
Vernon did? No, he plays for Washington, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck yeah, these people they kind of play in the background. You like your favorite rapper who's just kind of dropping albums and like not a whole lot of appeal. You know what I'm saying? They out here, but then
now you can always do that. You still gotta you can just drop albums when you feel like it.
I just mean in a sense.
You can't just be on an NFL roster when you feel like it.
well,
know what I
you've
mean?
earned that. I think Vernon Davis has earned it more so than what he's been doing right now. Vernon Davis, at least. I
The
mean,
only other one I can think of is like Jonathan Stewart. He's still playing.
is he? Who's
He's
he
on
playing
the
for?
Giants.
Oh, he is. Yeah, he's a solid backup.
LeGarrette Blunt. I don't know. He might be
He's a little older.
ahead.
Yeah, he a little newer of the olders.
Yeah. Still over 30, I think.
Is he? Yeah, I
Oh,
think
yeah.
so.
What, 5 teams now, I think?
Evan Bell was blowing a blunt. He probably kicking it with him right now, rolling up. Yeah, man, you know, fuck them niggas, man. Pay that 8 and get out of here. Yo, did you see what James Harrison said about that too? You're about to talk about it,
I
huh?
literally was just going to ask you.
Yeah.
That was so weird.
James Harrison.
I love it.
He's real, man. He real about it. He can give a fuck. He said, you heard what he said?
Nah.
James Harrison out here was talking about goddamn.
Like, basically, like, what? Go hard in practice. Be like, all right, I'm going to play. I'm going to suit up. And then Saturday comes. Ooh, something hurts.
I ain't feeling right. Yeah. He said it's something ain't feeling right. He said you go balls to the
sit.
wall. Yeah, so that you still are on the roster, but you ain't gotta play and hurt yourself.
And risk, losing money future-wise by hurting yourself playing.
I know we are not
Is
like,
don't you think this is a byproduct of the
Franchise tag?
I was gonna say the overall salty
Relationship?
I was gonna say relationship, but more so
Players.
dynamic. The systematic dynamic of the owner-player relationship. That because you don't have this sort of thing happen. I mean, you kind of doing the like you had to happen with Kawhi, but that was we kind of all looked at Kawhi pretty crazy for that whole sort of situation. Whereas these NFL players, it seems like this is just kind of like
now
not,
this
not
one
common practice, but like accepted practice among some of these guys.
it is, but I don't want to say this one to the NFL specifically because I know my team and the Roonies do not pay. They do not pay everybody. They've paid AB. They paid him good. for what he was at the time. Now it's not what niggas are guaranteed money-wise. It's not. But what he got for his pay, he got paid. Ben got paid. The linemen aren't getting as paid as much, but they don't give a fuck because that's just how the Steelers play. Steelers like the Spurs of fucking basketball. So, with that said, I mean, this one is just like the Rooneys aren't paying, and I think other people will pay Le'Veon. I don't want to say the NFL. I think the NFL's getting better with what you're saying. I think that was a thing. I think it's getting way better.
But even as the fact that you were kind of okay with kind of screwing over your team like that, whereas like in the NBA,
he don't give a fuck.
That's what I'm saying. Because I think with the players, they don't have a loyalty to that team because the team doesn't
you
have
saying
a loyalty.
player wise as well? Yeah, I haven't
about?
seen a lot of players sit out NBA games. And
That's kind of what I'm saying because you would have a stigma on you as a player.
that
you know what I mean? You'd be considered a locker room problem, you know what I mean? Like a lot of those things. Whereas in the Whereas in the NFL, this is seems much more accepted to have that sort of attitude. And it's from the fan standpoint, it's what's up. We understand it. You know what I mean? Because we know there's not loyalty going the other way. We know the NFL they'll cut people.
I think though that will change when we look at how people are being paid now, and especially everyone who's getting paid is getting hurt. So it ain't like they're minding. You put that together too, Aaron Rodgers.
Well, at least he's still playing. Jimmy G's out, torn ACL.
Oh, he's out for good. But I'm even first week Aaron Rodgers hurt. You're like 103 million guaranteed.
But that's not gonna have an overnight effect.
No.
For the players who aren't getting those contracts.
No, but you don't see it a lot anymore. I only see Le'Veon doing it as far as sitting out, not coming to any games. Anyone can correct me at any point right now, but I don't remember anyone aside from Le'Veon this year. When in the past we have seen that. Anquan Bolden's done it before. Larry Johnson definitely is infamous case. Le'Veon, of course, last 2 seasons before this.
Aaron Donald this year.
Aaron Donald did it? Did he?
Holdouts? Yeah.
He held out until...
They were both holding out. Basically what happened was Donald holding out until he saw what happened with Mac, and Mac was holding out because he didn't want to play for Oakland anymore.
Yeah, that was a definite Kawhi move.
That's so funny.
Black and silver is a bad look for some.
That's so funny when you look at the contrast between the struggles of the two leagues. One of them's like, yeah, I'm not gonna play here because you're not paying me sufficiently, and I'm out here like risking CTE and shit. Then you go to the NBA and it's like, yeah, we're winning, but I'm not looking good enough.
Right.
It's like,
I don't look like a star.
Those are the struggles of an NFL player versus an NBA player. It's like we're doing great, and I know I'm getting paid millions of dollars, but like
that billboard, that needs to have your boy.
I feel like why is there another dude on the billboard also? Wow.
You know what I mean?
I thought we had an agreement here, fellas.
So it's
a good time to be an NBA player.
Yeah. It's a very good observation, though. It's a good observation.
Real quick, one more team I just forgot to mention that I can really see him going to: San Francisco, the Niners.
Yeah, if we go back to who we can see him playing for, me, objectively speaking, of course, I would say he looks best for Pittsburgh. I mean, it's not even a question. But if we're talking about him leaving and objectively looking, I'll say the Colts. Because Luck needs somebody out the backfield because Lord knows he doesn't have too many people going downfield. He's got T.Y. only going deep.
Doyle and Ebron.
Yeah, them definitely working out some screens. Him getting he's the most sacked quarterback. I think his workload would be perfect for what the fucking Colts need. Perfect.
Yeah, he'd be great for them.
49ers would definitely like him, especially to alleviate a young quarterback who's second year starting really for real.
Well, who's their starter now? That Garoppolo's
the backup. I have no fucking clue.
I honestly don't even know.
The 49ers are done. They're done for me.
Oh, you know what? I think it's that like CJ Bedford or whatever.
Dead in the water. Dead in the water.
So. But yeah, speaking of no loyalty and whatnot, let's talk about Gronk.
Man,
I can't believe
super
this.
loyalty. Dog, this right here does a little something to my all-time how I consider you as far as just at least confidence. I mean, I remember at one point off air we were arguing if Gronk was better than Tony Gonzalez when he's done, all said and done, and
yeah.
Tony Gonzalez did it with Trent Green and also Matt Ryan in his later years, but he did it with two quarterbacks with that said, and I think Gronk being upset that he doesn't even that if he plays for another team, he's sitting out. Whether it be Detroit, and I heard him say that about a couple other teams when they were trying to think about him getting traded around. I think that does something for me.
So we caught wind of trade rumors, and he's like, "Hey, if y'all trade me, I'm not gonna play for the team."
I'm not playing. I'm retiring.
Draft night. They're going to trade him to the Lions, and he's like, "I'll retire."
That was the actual example. Yeah, that actually happened. Like, and then they were saying other teams. He's like, "I'm playing for them other teams either." Like they didn't even humor those teams because he said he wasn't doing it. But the Lions, they legitimately tried.
Which is all kind of ironic because also his brother's out there saying that like Gronk's not happy with the talent on the team. So it's like,
But he does not want to leave Brady. It's also something they specify.
So where are you saying that you said speaking of lack of loyalty? So where does the lack of loyalty lie?
No, this is the other
Patriots.
side. No, I thought that was the other side. I thought he was too loyal.
oh, I was just saying how the Patriots are
Or-
just so disloyal to their players that they're just like, I'll trade Gronk, one of the greatest tight ends ever. I don't care.
Yeah, they don't, and I
Here's-
think they've shown
Here's
that.
the real
a lot.
weed talk. Is he actually being disloyal because the team's trying to make a move for the betterment of?
Oh, no, fuck all that. No, I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing. He's trying to blow minds right now.
You know what I mean? It's like you gotta be like, hey, they gotta be like Gronk. Come on, so
This-
what's what we
this
gotta
guy.
do? And he's like, nah, I'm not doing it.
I don't
But this is
think
for the Pats. This is for the overall.
separating them
What
would
is
ever
sports?
benefit Tom.
I think this is really him saying,
You can-
I don't want anyone but Brady.
I also think
He's
he's
my
giving Gronk
best friend.
too much credit for being able to critically think.
Wow.
Gronk smash, Gronk catch football.
Right.
I just like to pump fist.
I always think of him with the fucking gun turret, and he's just like, give me the biggest gun you have, and I'm shooting it. Like, I mean, he's Gronk smash, man. I
Gronk
mean,
smash.
you know what I mean? But I just think that fucks up my thing as far as like, come on, man. If you a go, fuck the quarterback, nigga. We out here, nigga. Do your thing, nigga. Fuck that. Do your thing out here.
Hey man, I would appreciate the loyalty if I was Tom.
I would, but that's not that me as a fan, and I'm looking, and then people will tell me, "Hey, he's better than Tony Gonzalez." I'm like, "All right, bet."
So he did it
More
as
talented.
he did it as a loyalty move to Tom because he knew Tom would have flipped out if he wasn't there. Or
Well, I think he knows Tom's gonna get him that rock. He's gonna do it the right
That's
way.
what I'm saying. Yeah, it seems like do y'all have different takes on that?
I just feel like
You think it was a loyalty move to Tom? You think he
Yeah.
was moving out of self-interest?
Yeah, totally.
Do you think there was any? I'm sure you think there was some overlap there. Do you think there was any overlap there, or do you think it was totally self-motivated?
I mean, I think that's his boy, and they built a relationship.
yeah, like,
but I don't
it's
think.
it's another reason to do it.
But
But
there are other quarterbacks that can get him the ball.
Yeah, but not like. I mean, Tom Brady's
come on
always
now.
top 3. He's always a
Well,
top
I know.
3
I'm
guy.
not saying the same exact way.
He's gonna go to
but
Detroit.
Wherever he goes. What do you mean? Matt Stafford's like a top 10 quarterback.
He is. In
So
my
I
opinion.
mean, wherever he goes, he's gonna be the pretty much focus of that offense, unless he's going to Pittsburgh or
That's why I'm like.
or Houston maybe.
You
wanna
arguing that
win,
point
though?
for me, big dog. I appreciate it.
Does
That's
he
what
want-
I'm saying.
Does he want to win though?
I think he can win at another team. He can
No.
definitely win at another team.
With Detroit?
He come to Pittsburgh, he
might
can
have a
win.
better chance with another team than New England this year. With
Yeah.
what they're playing.
Yeah. Dolphins
mean,
at the top.
Don't
That happens since 04, right?
Don't get me wrong, because like this whole time I've been saying, watch, Patriots are gonna go like 2-2 because every year the first 4 games they struggle.
They're usually pretty
in the
shitty.
last like 5 years. It's like, oh, is Brady washed up? Is
And then he'll shit on
Patriots
everyone.
done? And then shit everyone the
Yeah.
last 12 games.
That's a fact.
So I'm not sleeping on them.
Hit him with the rope-a-dope.
But I don't
Rope-a-dope.
think that they're going to be like championship
Rope-a-dope.
contenders. They might get to
Rope-a-go.
the AFC championship, maybe. That's as far as they'll get.
AFC Championship?
If they're lucky.
Damn. All right. Well, you know what? I mean, I'm definitely putting Jacksonville in there, so it's a toss-up for anybody else, in my opinion, right now.
I don't know. Jacksonville scares me when you only scored 6 points against Tennessee.
I mean, yeah, but then...
9-6 loss. Come on.
But that they can win. They win games like that too. How they beat Buffalo, most score. Then they beat us and scored 40. They do what they got to do to win though.
That was
They're a
last
good
year,
team. They're good. Then they only got better though. They lost to Tennessee, but yeah, I think Blake Bortles got better. And Fournette hasn't even really played yet, has he?
It's been hurt.
Yeah, Fournette hasn't even
Melvin
played.
showed.
Wait till he fucking gets on the field.
If he can stay.
Oh, yeah, he'll be fine.
Yeah,
He'll be
I
on the
mean,
field.
It's not like he doesn't have a history of not being on the field.
He gets hurt, but he plays. They're fine. And plus, he got hurt this year. He didn't get hurt last year.
I'm pretty sure he did have like at least one game or two where he missed because of injuries.
Oh, he made it one.
Or no, you know what? I think he started the season late. Like he didn't play the first few weeks because he was hurt at LSU. Remember, he was coming off like a hip injury.
I think so. It was a hip injury or something. But I think I think they're. I mean, it's Saxonville, man. Defense is still legit. I mean, they still only held them to 9 points. And I mean, Blake Bortles just got to make sure you score more than 9 points. I think on a day-to-day, on a week-to-week, I think that's a reasonable thing to do, and I think you can pull that out more times than you don't.
Maybe. I mean, yeah, defense wins championships in my opinion. So they.
I'm with you there. With you there.
It's what they say.
That is what they say.
It's the old adage.
Oh, speaking of which, y'all heard about Mean Joe Green?
I was gonna bring that up, and I know you didn't have it on the docket. So.
It just happened today. I thought it happened earlier.
I mean, I saw it today.
Yeah,
You said defense doesn't actually win championships?
Oh no!
I actually didn't do anything really.
Guess what, guys?
I just existed. I mean, fuck it. The Steel Curtain, it was
just kind of ran
behind
around.
it was a
Looked like I was
massage.
doing something, you know.
Need to come clean with y'all.
Yeah, it was like the Wizard of Oz. You pull the curtain, it's really nothing there.
Listen, I gotta tell you guys, I'm really not that mean. My last name is actually Blue.
It's I know, guys.
Defense doesn't win championships. We want to get this
Blowing
off my chest.
minds.
25 years.
I know.
But no, it's actually a cool story.
Yeah.
What actually happened?
So his alma mater, North
Texas.
Texas, his number's been retired for I think 20 some years, maybe 30. But this one player that they find his leadership skills so exemplary that they're unretiring his number 4 night for him to wear the jersey, and they're wearing the throwbacks that were from the year that
you see the commercial
he was there.
Wait, what?
That Mean Joe Green was there.
Wait, they're unretiring the jersey for one night for what to happen?
For this player that's currently on the team to wear it.
Yeah.
In honor of Mean Joe Green.
Yeah.
As pregame they reveal a statue of him outside of their stadium.
What did this dude do?
Oh, Mean Joe Green just seen him as the guy for this to be placed. They said he was an exemplary guy.
Joe selected him.
Yeah. They said he's an exemplary guy. They said Joe helped select him.
Oh, okay. I missed that part.
Yeah, they said Joe helped select him since he's wearing his jersey. And there was like,
He must have done
on and off the field.
He must have done something pretty good, though.
He's one of the best players.
Yeah, he's just like...
Oh, come on now. You got to do more. Unretiring a jersey, that's pretty unheard of.
Well, it's the 50 years and they're bringing out a statue, so it's part of the thing. And plus, they even had a commercial where...
Yeah, but
like the Coke commercial.
They did the redo of the Coke commercial.
Yeah, like this is a whole marketing thing.
I know, but are they really just kind of like unretire the jersey and that slap it on just like the best player on the team? Like, don't you think they would have to be like a special motherfucker to like...
I'm not down. He's
That's what I'm saying. They're saying his leadership skills and his work.
I'll have to look into this dude. I bet there's probably more behind the scenes that we're not giving this man credit for.
I don't even know that guy's name, I'm gonna be honest. I just know the Mean Joe thing. I was like, yeah, that's dope, man. And they gave that man a statue. And what are they called? They're called the Green Monsters, ain't they?
The Wave, I think. The Green Wave.
The Green Wave, yeah. Everything's
they
about
named the team after him?
No, it just was super coincidental. It's fucking dope.
Oh,
like you knew you were destined to be
super
great.
extra. Imagine you go to a school and they fucking the mascot is just you after that.
That's happened to somebody I know.
Like a player?
Yeah, he basically defined the team.
That's
he defined the who the fuck was it? I'm gonna get back to y'all on that.
I think of a coach, the Browns.
Yeah, straight up. Nick Saban will eventually do that one time too. Wait, just give it some time.
Saban-tooths.
Saban-tooths?
The Alabama Saban-tooths. What they're gonna be called?
What you gonna drop? Ready to drop that bomb.
They're gonna resculpt the team in his image. The logo, it's gonna be like the Rams logo kinda. Instead of like horns, it's gonna be like his face.
It's gonna be his face with the horns.
It's gonna be his face with the horns.
Saber-tooth teeth.
With the
saber tiger teeth. Whatever.
Man. That's an ill
cold
picture.
as fuck, like a 60-year-old man with fucking.
Be like, who was that? It was Nick Saban. Some say he was half goat. Some say he was half saber-tooth. Either way, he was all greatness.
Better than a bear.
Better than a bear. What is it, Man Bear Pig? He's better than Man Bear Pig.
I mean, I was talking about the Bear Bryant.
Oh.
What even is Alabama right now? The Tide? What does it even mean?
What?
Isn't that Alabama Crimson Tide?
Yeah.
Oh, the,
Yeah.
What
Crimson Tide.
What is that?
It's
Yeah, their mascot's an elephant.
I was about to say if you were to have a
the
mascot,
elephant makes no sense. The Tide, I
That's
remember we
fine.
talked about this shit
Oh,
in
we
like
gotta-
chemistry or some shit. So with it, no biology.
Just
So
real quick, we are gonna touch on another mascot that makes no sense at some point.
yeah, we can definitely. Yeah, I don't get that shit. You please. The Crimson Tide is supposed to be from literally the tide because you know Alabama actually still has a shore because they're right off the
I
Gulf.
figured it was
the
something
Gulf.
to do with that.
Yeah, so since it's off the Gulf, there's a certain type of wave that comes, and then I think it's red, so they call it a Crimson Tide.
I see.
So
Makes sense why there's no like imagery.
Yeah.
For
So they just
their
do an elephant
shit.
on that
It's
shit.
Like,
Why
there's
not?
like it's a red A and fuck it elephant.
right. Elephant. All right, let's do it.
And the sun's got a fucking gorilla, and our shit's bad as fuck. So I ain't really mad if people have mascots that make no sense.
Yeah, I really don't
Wait.
get. What's the gorilla's name? They usually have names, right? What's the gorilla's
They
name?
just call it the gorilla.
He doesn't have a name.
Except we don't call him Go. But
Go?
it's like Go the gorilla. But it's like he's just the gorilla, motherfucker.
Right,
The
that's
Go's really superfluous.
Quite lazy. Quite lazy.
That was just more like a nickname that was applied like years later. But no, man, the gorilla's one of the greatest, bro. It's iconic.
The gorilla's actually a goat.
He is. He's the GOAT NBA mascot, I would say, definitely.
You think he's the best NBA mascot?
Who else would be up there? What other ones are there even? There ain't even that many good mascots.
Popular NBA
There's
mascots.
there's the cracked out fucking coyote.
Yeah, I was gonna say what
The Spurs have.
The
That motherfucker's
Denver
weird.
too. Denver's got the
Fuck is
fucking
Denver?
bobcat.
Oh, they got that bobcat.
the bobcat.
That motherfucker came down. Did you ever see when the bobcat came down and the motherfucker was all like incapacitated in the suit and it looked fucking disturbing as fuck?
What? No,
Bro, they like lowered him down on a rope and he was supposed to be like shooting off t-shirts or some shit. He was just like
that is a sad video.
fucked up,
Yo.
bro. It looked like he was being hung or some shit. It was real fucked up. He gets down to the floor and this motherfucker just like collapses. It was like it's like
It's getting morbid.
oh my god, it was a bad look.
Benny the Bull. He's iconic.
Benny the Bull's good.
Chicago. Shots out.
I'm riding with the gorilla though. But yeah, you can have mascots that make no sense. Like it's okay. The bobcat don't really make
I don't
no
think
sense.
ours is.
The gorilla makes like absolutely no sense though, because those aren't even native to the continent, let alone the city or region.
It's sunny where they live. It's sunny
Really,
where
as
they
far
live.
as you could take that.
That's where you're going. That's where I'm assuming you're hitting the mark.
I mean, the Cavs have Moondog. It's a dog.
Yeah, I don't know what ours is
What?
either. We're
We don't know that.
I mean, we also
the
have
Keys.
Sir Cece, which is like an actual Cavalier.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that's
y'all are
different.
flip flopping on your mascots.
I would rather have
that.
CC too. I don't understand.
Yeah. Come on, that's badass. You have a dude
I'm
running
pretty
around
sure
with a
CC,
sword. That's tight.
CC chills with the camp charge for the most part, and the Moondogs are our normal mascot up in the big leagues.
The moon.
The motherfucker on the left looks way more big league. That's a big league hat.
He kind of looks like the Virginia Cavaliers joint too, though. It's kind of hard to They probably like, Virginia Solar. She got the shit already. Fuck it.
I feel like NBA was late to the party with the mascot shit. MLB kind of had that shit held down for a while.
Yeah, NBA's I think they're the youngest with the mascots out here.
Yo, we had one back in the day when we were the Cavs instead of the extended Cavaliers. We had a polar bear, Boomer,
Yo, that's ill. That nigga was dope. That nigga he's dope on the pic.
one of the OG mascots.
Yeah, put that on the collage. Yeah, that nigga's dope, man. But I mean, I'm trying
That's
to find
ill. Y'all fucked up when y'all stopped using
a
that.
moon dog. Really, my
What the
nigga?
fuck is that?
What is a moon dog? How do you even think? How much dope was
Motherfucking
David?
polar bear
He's
with
not-
sunglasses.
How much
He's
was
not a
David
Moondog.
smoking?
His name is Moondog. That's his name.
So he's
Moondog.
as aspirations of going to the moon. That's what you're telling me. This
No, it's
guy's
because we're just so
weak.
high flying,
Bro, that
Kevin loves.
Hey, this mascot came around before Kevin Love got there, alright? This is about LeBron.
They gotta change it up, man. They gotta change it up now.
bro, they had a polar bear with sunglasses in the 90s.
Do it with the two. Go
That's-
Cavs with
oh,
the
How did y'all
Sorry.
bail on that?
His name was Whammer.
Whammer.
I was gonna say,
Bruh,
Boomer. That's
how
like a
is-
different mascot.
Bro, Whammer, his name's Whammer. He wears all white. He's all white, and he had the black, bro, with the shade. Bro, he was swaggy. Yeah, y'all fucked
Yo,
up.
hold up.
Fuck
Let's,
Y'all
up.
images be all
How did
fucked
y'all?
up.
I would be so hot. Whoever came up with the
So
idea
fucked
of that motherfucker came up with like great mascot, and they just ditched him. We're like, nah, we're going with a dog.
Can we
You
talk
know
about
what
one
I'm
of
saying?
the
Like,
best
what dog
ones?
you
What does he look like? What color is he? Oh, he's brown.
He's a regular dog, my nigga.
He's a
It's
dog.
Why not?
Let's talk about hip hop.
Oh, that is awful.
The bunny from Philly.
That is awful. That is god awful.
Oh, you think,
Yo, he
you
looks
think
like a
that's bad?
cracked out
You think
Roger
that's
Rabbit
bad?
kid.
Yo, he's got the do rag on and the old school red.
Yo,
Look at that.
that is.
Bro, Philly is trash with their mascots. The Philly Fanatics kind of trash.
Yo,
Oh my God.
He's Roger Rabbit on the block. He like Roger
Fucking
Rabbit on the
crazy.
block.
Bro, Philly, what is up with y'all mascots? You got this crazy ass. Damn, son. What's up with the fucking mascots? You got this crazy ass Philly Fanatic motherfucker running around. You got this.
Well, baseball
you got
mascots are weird.
Okay, fair. Yeah, they are kind of weird. But still, you got the weirdest.
the
of
Philly
the,
joint is
you got the
crazy.
weirdest of the baseball mascots running around.
Slider's pretty weird.
Are they
I gotta-
all fucking Barney rejects? Like,
Bro, I gotta let off on Philly real quick. 'Cause they got the fucked up. They got a weird Philly Fanatic. They got this bizarre fucking rat. How long have they had that rabbit for? I don't even know.
It's,
I did not know.
it's defunct now. It's no longer in use.
Good.
yeah, it was like that's kind
Y'all saw the
of.
error of
I
your
don't
ways
know if
on
you
that
know.
one.
I know. That's why I said rejected.
But then,
Barney
have y'all
characters.
seen about what Philly just took another L? Philly just fucked up again.
Matter of fact, did the Simpsons have that? The Simpsons had that for their thing too. The Springfield. You remember Springfield?
Springfield Fanatic.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they fucking spoofed that. I just
Have y'all
thought.
seen Philly caught another L though with the mascots? Y'all seen the flyer joint?
Philly Flyer.
The Philly
the
Flyers.
new Flyer mascot.
I haven't seen it.
That's so
Yes,
funny
you
that we've
have.
been talking about that because like this is like
Oh,
relevant.
that
It
is the shit
gritty.
you put up. That is nasty. He looks nasty.
His name is Gritty, bro.
Yeah, he looks nasty. he looks
It's a hairy orange.
Yo,
What
he
the
looks.
fuck is that?
He
fam?
looks like a McDonald's tune little.
He looks like a
reject, yo.
McDonald's reject.
Yeah, he looks like
Oh
a
my
McDonald's little
God,
cartoon
fam.
reject, bruh. He looks like Grimace beat him out,
Oh,
bro.
yeah.
Yo, this is great. That's the Philly mascots lined up.
Yo, what is the
Y'all are
snake?
fucked up.
What is the snake?
What is the cat thing?
The eagle is the coolest thing they have. I guess that's why that's the only one with a championship.
The snake, I'm guessing.
What is the
is
snake,
probably
though?
like
What
The soccer team?
That's a
Either
dragon.
Soccer or lacrosse.
Oh, that's a
is
snake. I can't tell.
that
It's a
is
snake with
trash.
orange.
That's a
yo.
dragon.
It's fucking Reptar, nigga. Get out of here. You got me fucked up. They got
That's like a
Reptar.
Pokemon, actually.
That is fucked up. That is trash.
Yo, fucking Ekans is on that bitch, man. If they don't
Straight
sit
up.
down- Yo, Philly, y'all gotta get y'all shit together. And then I was
Y'all-
over there
y'all
looking at
took
cruises
the-
shit. They got a Sasquatch in fucking Seattle.
They used to.
That's,
They-
that's kind of trippy though. That's suiting.
cool, that's cool, 'cause
suiting,
you
bro.
talking
Nah,
about that.
yeah, when you think about it,
Yeah,
that's
they
suiting.
ditched him, bro.
With the big the footprint.
What's
on-
OKC's? Hold on,
What?
go to OKC's.
His face looks a little too human-like. It looks like fucking. I don't know. Looks like
They got
like a singer
Rumble the
from-
Bison in OKC.
That's kind of gangster.
Yo, he looks like the dude from No Country for Old Men though. That shoot niggas with the cow prod.
Nah, it's just Benny the Bull's dirty cousin,
Yo.
Rumble the Bison. Let's talk about Stuff the Magic Dragon.
No, I don't think we've talked nearly enough about the fucking
What?
Philadelphia Flyer mascot. Like, what the fuck? Anybody was.
Yo,
you can't just
he's-
brush that off
yo,
like
he's
that exists
nasty,
now.
man.
No, but what is that?
Gritty.
What was the idea?
Oh,
there?
okay, so you wanna actually go into the office. We're walking in the office this morning and we got the pitches.
We don't have to go too deep on it because they don't deserve that. But I just really want to know. You get a team together to come up with a mascot.
That's what I'm saying.
And that's what they came
You're
up
at the
with.
conference and then somebody has to propose.
You know how many people have to okay that shit, bro?
Hey, so we're talking about the first guy. He's like, yo, I got
Your
it.
shit's called the Flyers.
We're Flyers, but check this out. I think we're going way too up above this. We need to get back down to the dirt. The nitty gritty. He's like, I'm gonna stop you. The other guy who listens, he's like, I'm gonna stop you there. Gritty.
So it's like y'all
Sit.
are the gritty city.
That's it.
So y'all are the gritty city. So you got
That's it.
So y'all got a mascot that represents the city, not even just the team. And now
Well,
y'all
what is a
want.
flyer? So
The same as
It has fly in the name. You could have come up with something.
I don't even know
cool.
what a flyer is.
Nobody does. It's what you pass out on the street. I don't know.
Basically.
Could've had a big motherfucking-
I mean, they wanted another. It was like Philly. What else is Flyers? That 2 F's. Let's do it.
Nah,
Well,
man,
PH and an F. Same sound. Let's do it.
Yeah, y'all can roll with that. Nah, man, y'all should have.
it doesn't have any real meaning. I just looked it up. The owner literally just said it sounds good.
That's what I'm saying. It was like, What are those called in Little League?
Then keep that same energy and just have a mascot that's just fucking cool for no reason.
Because I've never noticed it till now, but it's actually the logo's just a puck with like wings.
I thought it was a
flying.
P. Yeah.
Well, it is
Those are
also
all
a P.
That's what I mean. Like, it sounds cool, it looks cool, we're going with it. All right, dope. All right, what about the mascot? All right, let's come up with something that makes absolutely no sense and is trash.
What was it before?
I don't think they had one before, did they?
I don't know.
Yo.
If that's your first, step in the drawing board, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you.
Bro, I hope they didn't get rid of some old shit, replaced it with this. That would be trash. That would be
Please,
so bad.
Please let our information department inform us they had something prior to this stuff.
Man.
Because if you jumping off with Dirty Gritty, he looked nasty. You put on the group chat, I was like, yo, he looks nasty. We can definitely talk about this.
This is all bad
That's
right
Philly. Man,
I don't think they had one before. I think this is their first one.
and that's where
So
you
they
shoot
stepping out the gate.
with Gritty.
Yo, this reminds me
Y'all
of
could have like a sloth that played a saxophone or just like some random shit.
A
Yo,
couple
that's
years
hella
ago.
random.
a couple years ago when the Pelicans were
Pierre.
they gave Pierre a makeover. The one on the left is the old one.
Yo,
Creepy.
he looks like
Wait. Which one's the new one?
Or sorry, the one on the left is the redone one.
Okay, yeah.
But the one on the right is the old one.
Because I remember the right one. I remember the right one had people fucked up.
the one on the right looks like it scares small children at parties.
Oh yeah.
Gritty though.
Grit, no one's paying for Gritty. No one's calling and we're asking for Gritty. That sounds nasty. Like, we're not asking for Gritty for
Except
a
for like
3-year-old.
some like gross like 6-year-old boys that play with fucking
Hey.
Tonka trucks and fucking just playing the dirt
I don't
all
want
day.
no nigga named Gritty by my kids. And no one offering to be playing a guy named Gritty by my kids. Give a fuck what you talking about.
New Orleans stays fucking up with their mascots though. I think I've showed you this before with the minor league team, the baby cakes.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
stop it.
yeah.
that-
I've
minor
seen the
league.
hat before.
Yeah.
I've seen the hat
That's
before.
scary.
Minor league baseball hats are fire. I've been eating.
I know, I want a biscuits one. Somebody put me
Oh,
onto the
where I've
biscuits
seen
one.
that.
Look at
Stop.
the face.
That's Chucky.
Yo,
That's Chucky crossed with.
huge fat baby that's
Yo.
like,
The Wichita State Shockers.
That's kind of hard.
what is that?
I think he's just wheat or barley or something.
I think he's, yo, say that again, dog. He's just
Wheat. Wheat.
Not even like a piece of, just like wheat and just
Yo.
represents the whole shit. That was Bart Simpson.
San Diego Chargers.
that shit is creepy.
It's just fire though.
That looks, yeah. I mean, that embodies a California team, but I'm just.
I feel like for football, that's fire when you try to intimidate the other
That's-
team and your
yeah.
shit is just some
That's-
fucking Bike's Hard
He
lemonade.
looks like a
looking ass motherfucker.
Hellraiser's fucking
I mean, we do have
monster,
the
yeah.
Scottsdale Artichokes. I don't know if you knew this.
They didn't put that much effort into the uniform
That
there.
was so bad.
They were just like, hey, it's an artichoke.
That's so bad.
Why? Why an artichoke? Do we even grow artichokes out here? Is that like a thing?
I guess so.
I feel like- I don't know why you would name the team that
Out
if you
the
didn't.
Buckeye and find out. I
Because
guess.
no one else has.
That's so trash. No, that's
Is
trash.
that our minor league team?
No, it's
There's no
college.
cool vegetable,
it's like
guys.
San Diego Community College.
There's no cool vegetable you-
Scottsdale Community College or whatever.
What are you gonna be, a tomato? What's a cool vegetable to even go? Like, why are you even
I don't
throwing
think
that
I'm
out?
Not even a
I
vegetable.
don't think you can go like vegetables, period, unless you're Nebraska and Huskers.
Facts, and that's husking.
Corn's kind of hard, bro.
Well, when you're husking it is. You don't want to be a corn. No one wants to be a corn. I don't know. You even going into that pool of thought, my nigga. I feel like you should be
I
fired.
never anticipated ever going into that train of thought.
You know what
I mean, can we talk about the Syracuse Orange though? I mean,
That's classy.
That's trash.
That's classy, guys. Come on.
It's trash though.
that,
Big nose,
that uniform is so
fat hat.
shitty, though. It could be so much better than that. They literally got my man sweatpants from Ross like an hour before. So they fucking do they fit kinda. They riding a little bit. Yo, it's like
God damn it,
So
Syracuse. Y'all gonna need to get your shit together.
y'all
right
can
now.
Google all of these, fam. Straight
My
up.
fucking middle school shit was more on point than that.
Yo, it's classy though.
God.
Like they classy though. Orangeman. I think that's a Syracuse thing. They're Syracuse Orangemen, man.
there's the orange.
No, they were the Orangemen. They were the Orangemen, or at least
Maybe
that's
like
what
that's how you refer to one of them.
an
An
Orangeman.
Orangeman.
Getting into some deep dives, some mascots. Man, you motherfuckers. He was smoking some dope on these goddamn ideas for fucking mascots, man. Speaking of
I
which,
hope so.
yeah, it had to be the best bud after the Orangeman. Those was blowing,
Hello, orange and that green.
yeah, I'm blowing big blunts. Goddamn. Speaking of drug tests, man. Shout out my man's goddamn. Remind me, Joe Hayden. 3 a.m. Call him off of the plane. Said, boy, after me go through TSA, go ahead and holler at me for that piss test, that young piss test, man. You and what he said about 7 other players. He was like, go ahead and hit that young piss test, man.
After what? So like being up at 8, having the game, and then obviously everything that happens before and after the game.
Yeah.
And then a however long flight. And
Yeah,
it's
man.
3 in the morning, and I, like he was saying, it's like all you can think about is, man, I just want to go home. And
Nah.
you gotta get off, and they're like, nah, you gotta piss.
They just hand you the cup. Hey, go ahead. What? I just imagine myself waking up 5 in the morning, somebody telling me this shit, 3 in the morning. I'm just like, what the fuck? No.
Well,
I'm straight arguing off top, nigga.
here's
no,
the thing too
fight me,
is
nigga. What?
he said that they told him on the plane, like when he first got on
What?
the
I
plane.
ain't know that. Damn,
So he was
I'm
saying
hot.
like he could barely even sleep when he was on the plane because he was just thinking about that, being hot about it.
Well, were
the
you
fuck?
smoking
What's
big
going-
blunts?
The fuck's going on?
Yeah, they just drug testing niggas like they goddamn government officials. Hey, 3 a.m. I know you played a hell of a game. We're gonna have to drug test you.
Oh, you're saying they was rolling up on people?
Yeah.
Like
That's
serving
how
them
they
with
do
an-
it.
Like they're
Random
serving them with an
protests.
IRS order and shit.
Fun fact, Boz had a slightly better game, and they questioned him. They make him take the drug test
Yep.
too. He's been kicking like shit. He had a slightly better game than his last 2 debacles. And they're like, yeah, and they're like, no, drug test. We're gonna need you over there.
Drugs are gonna make you that much better a kicker.
I mean, I guess you booting the bitch a little bit more. He only kicked a 32-yarder though. Wasn't even.
Oh, steroids gonna help your accuracy though.
I mean-
He's out there taking hella Adderall before the games.
Everything's just slow motion on it.
Wouldn't put it past any of them.
Damn, killer. Just think they all out here just.
I'm not saying like I'm not saying everyone's doing it. I'm
Yeah,
just
yeah.
saying
It sounded like
it would never surprise me for any of them to feel like feels fucking like maybe Drew Brees or something. That would maybe shock me. But
Oh, you hear
Chris
about
Chris Boswell, on Adderall, shocking. Not really.
All right, true. All right. Let's get to some shit real quick because we never talked about this, but I don't know.
Yes,
if
we
y'all-
have. We had a whole
no,
episode about it.
no, not that.
Oh.
What I'm talking about is Tom Brady. Do y'all think he
Okay.
did the PEDs? Because we know his trainer was associated with giving motherfuckers drugs. And he got in trouble for that. And then he was behind. And then, yeah, that was part of the Belichick problem as of late. He wasn't supporting the strength coach.
I thought it was because of like new age methods that they used that Belichick didn't agree with.
Nah, he's giving them niggas drugs.
Those are the new age methods.
Yeah, that's the new age methods. You know what I'm saying? I like the Patriots wording, and that's what the new age methods. Give him drugs. But yeah, like, I don't know. You think Brady's on that shit? 42 years old. You think he's on that shit?
I don't know. I feel like
If it doesn't surprise you, does it surprise you?
I mean,
Here's
the
the thing,
real
though.
question is he even getting tested?
here's the thing though.
That is a great fucking question.
Because what happens to the league if Brady gets suspended for drugs?
He's the poster child. That's why I would think that's crazy. Like,
Most of that shit, like steroids and stuff, that shit breaks down your body after a while though.
I think now,
know what I mean?
no, I don't think he's always used. I think now he's older, and we're wondering
Oh,
he's
just
the
now that he's
wonderless.
older.
Yeah, he's
Oh, okay.
he's Barry Bonds in this shit. Barry at the end of his career was fucking knocking him out the park.
Worst case scenario, or not worst case scenario, but maybe he's just using it for recovery, not for strength. Because it's faster recovery.
Yeah.
So a lot of older athletes that end up getting caught with the test for that say that, well, not that they say, but you can speculate that it was just for recovery.
I mean, that's what steroids are largely for, because you can recover and you can work out harder
Yeah.
and shit like that. So I mean, it's not really a better look. Like you're
Nah,
just gotta.
I don't
It
think
is like,
it's
hey, I
better
wasn't
look
using
for
it for that. I was using it for. It's like it's the same thing, dog. It's like,
I don't know if you're using it to get jacked or whatever versus
the same
Well, that's how you
using
get
it to
bigger.
come back quicker from an injury.
Well, you could usually get bigger with that
I mean,
being said.
if you were to
you
say
just using it in
strictly
general.
from an injury, but most workout you are inflicting like small injury upon yourself. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? When you're coming
Breaking
up,
muscle down and all
Yeah,
that,
when
yeah.
you're breaking down muscle down, you're coming back all sore and shit. That's what you're recovering from. So it's like, okay, did he use it strictly to get over strictly to get over a debilitating, sidelining injury so he could get off the sideline quicker?
Hey, I seen
And
True
whatnot.
Life
Like,
on that
yeah,
shit.
you know.
I think we all seen the True Life on steroids. We know what they do.
I mean, I'm sure that was
I don't remember that
You
one.
didn't see that one?
I don't know, maybe.
Anabolic steroids.
Trying to remember. I feel like it sounds familiar, but
The nigga was juicing, and I mean, he
it was
just
just some
juiced
regular
it while
dude at the gym or something like
you know,
that.
he was trying to become a bodybuilder. But
Yeah,
basically, he was lifting. I mean, of course, he was going
For
for
now, he's a
actual
regular
muscles.
dude at the gym, though.
Was
Yeah,
it
for that.
like a
Yeah,
trainer
till
at the
then.
gym or something? No.
Now he was just dude with a badass ankle problem.
Oh.
But he shocking. But yeah, he ended up just getting fucking huge, and he was able to recover and shit from his workouts. Like literally everything we're describing. Like literally, even if you're hurt or if you're not hurt, it's gonna do the same type of benefits. You know what I mean? Like if you're injured, yes, it's gonna help you recover from that, but it's also gonna do that and some.
Yeah.
And a lot more of some. If you're Tom Brady, you know how to work out with a
So yeah,
professional
it's kind of a bullshit excuse to be like, oh, I was using it to get over it. Like, I mean, if you were to say it's absolutely strictly that, but it's like it's not what people are really doing it for. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know.
So you
In
does
Does
it surprise you?
You could argue. That's my.
I want to know if it surprises because he said nothing, no player aside from like a Drew Brees nigga with super high character type motherfucker.
Yeah.
public character, because I'm not like I don't know most of the players, obviously.
Yeah.
So I just public character. I can assume Drew Brees probably not going to have any, little.
Well, he does have a
ticker
Drew Brees
reports.
Foundation. He's been helping since
Not
Not
Katrina.
everyone has a foundation.
He's been helping for real since
no,
Katrina.
I know. I'm just saying, like,
we
just
know
'cause he
him
has
for
a
real.
Foundation doesn't mean shit.
JJ Watt.
JJ Watt's legit too, though.
That's what I'm saying.
And he was on that shit.
He was.
He was on that shit.
There you go.
He was.
I thought he got in trouble. Like got in trouble once for being on that shit.
I know Brian Cushing on the Texans
it?
did.
Oh, was it
Was it on that
Cushing? I
shit?
might have had it confused.
Yeah, his
I
teammate
know.
did.
Putting up that shit in the bloodstream.
I feel like Watt wouldn't be held in the light he is if he had got caught up for something like that.
I mean, still, if you held it down for a fucking whole city from a hurricane, I think you can get your rebrand going real quick.
Yeah, but it wasn't before that. I mean, before that, he was still one of the most popular players. So
He was on
I don't
Subway
think he got
commercials.
caught up for anything like that.
So you think Brady?
Would it surprise me? No. Do I think he
Okay.
is? No.
Okay.
I think he has enough money to be using anything besides that.
You believe
that's
his
not
cookbook?
against the rules.
Okay.
He has a cookbook.
Yeah.
I don't know if I
A
believe
public
that.
cookbook, or he just says he's got one.
Yeah, he wrote a published cookbook.
Yep.
So you're telling me if I go buy this
Or is it like a
cookbook, I
lifestyle
can eat like
book?
Tom.
It's a cookbook.
I can go and eat like Tom Brady, and I'm gonna win 6 Super Bowls.
Wait, it doesn't have his workout plan in it too or anything? I thought
maybe.
it did. I thought it was like more like a
Maybe.
lifestyle book.
Wow, he just put all the sauce right out there. For
I know
everybody.
they definitely highlighted his food, like
Yeah.
how his diet was, and he gives you a play-by-play of how to eat like him and maintain, I guess. Yeah, that's when he dropped that documentary too, right?
Yeah,
There you go.
but I doubt
Keys
he's
to life.
dropping all the secrets.
I know he's dropping the keys. Yeah, I mean, you can't give out all the secrets, but he was definitely giving some gems from what I heard. What the fuck were we even talking about? We're talking about. Oh, okay. So let's get back to the shits. Do you believe? Oh, yeah,
People
it sounds like
pulling
you
up-
believe Tom Brady's on the PED. It could be on the PEDs.
I didn't really come down one way or the other.
Okay, how you feel?
I don't know.
Talk to him.
I don't know. I'm not in that man's locker room.
I
mean, it's
make a
obviously-
decision, but Doc's
it's not-
going,
Yeah, that's what
I
I'm
don't
saying.
know.
You gotta make a decision, man. You think
Yeah,
he's on
right,
the shits or
fence.
nah?
I was gonna say if you were to say he was always using it, I would say no.
No,
His body
I'm
was
talking about
breaking
now.
down. Now?
I think he knows. You're referring to the same thing right now. He
Yeah.
wasn't always on.
I don't think it was always.
Yeah, I don't think none of us believe that.
Isn't Mike saying
The way that
same
nigga
thing,
built, he has definitely not always been on it.
though? Isn't Mike saying the same thing though? He's like, it wouldn't surprise me, but
I don't think he is, but it wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. I mean, I get the fact that he had the.
So you don't think he is
The
now?
fact he had that trainer is. I mean, as of like today, I feel there's no way to know. Like as of like.
Well, he
you know,
says
as
no.
of this season.
You said no.
He's going with his gut. My gut's not taking me. And he's. I guess my gut says no. My gut would go no also. My gut would go the same way as Mike. But the fact that he had the trainer, the strength trainer that had some shady shit going on.
Yeah.
That's not.
It's not a good look.
It's not nothing. Yes, it's not a good look. It's not nothing.
Yeah, he supported him. That was his man. I get it and all that good shit. But I mean, I
you
believe.
think he is?
No,
Sounds like. Oh, you don't either.
no.
Okay, you're just trying to
I'm
speculate.
clarifying shit. I don't give a fuck either way because if you ain't getting caught, it is what it is. Goddamn. I mean, some of your favorite athletes in the 90s were definitely on them bitches, so get over it.
Shit. Athletes since pretty much the 50s have been on something, it seems.
Exactly.
But
so it is what it is.
That's why the fucking NFL's drug testing so much now.
Mm-hmm. OBJ got a problem with it, although he was holding that pizza crust.
It's ridiculous.
I know, they pull up on you like
It's like
whatever.
pizza crust is a legal NFL substance.
Yeah, one would think.
You front on me because it's Chicago? I can't have
Yeah.
Chicago just because I'm out in New York now? Come on now.
Man. Had a couple.
Had a little deep dish. What's the problem?
Right. Had some Kool-Aid, some sugar was left over on the side. That's all. What are we talking about? What? Come on, man. We all seen the footage. He definitely ate that. The pizza. He bought another pizza. That's why that pizza was fully intact. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah,
He's an athlete. He's an NFL athlete. You think he's eating one pizza?
Ridiculous.
And of course he's saving the
Outrageous.
crust.
He was reading Tom Brady's book. It's like eat 3 pizzas every day
You go. Get out of here. Come on, man.
between lunch and dinner.
Between lunch and dinner. Well,
Make
late
sure to
night.
keep some
for him.
bitches around.
Hey, man.
That was in the book.
You
That's
gotta
what I observed.
shout out Giselle. Oh, Giselle. Shout out Giselle.
But yeah, man, fuck the NFL's fucked up, bro. These roughing the passer penalties too.
Oh,
you.
no, that should have definitely been addressed a little bit heavily. Okay, hold on. No. We need to address that a little bit better.
Going for a dive.
So, Clay Matthews is ready to make a play for against the Minnesota Vikings. We're looking at the fourth quarter. What was it, 4th down? Was it 4th down? They were going for it on 4th? Pretty sure something like that.
Didn't watch it.
But it was definitely a big time. It was a big time play that would have definitely changed and altered the game entirely. So he comes up and he makes what some would say a form tackle. You run through the man, head shoulder first, head to the side, drive your man. Flag. 15 motherfucking yards, roughing the passer, goddamn. Everyone's in disbelief. The NFL says, nah, we're good. We're good. And then go to the next week. Same exact thing to the same exact guy. Same exact guy.
2 weeks in a row at that
2
point.
weeks in a fucking row. And that one was even more debatable. Still on the side. Hit him up. Didn't even drive as hard as he did the second one.
That one, the quarterback himself admitted he wasn't really sure it should have been a penalty.
Bruh. I didn't even know that. See, bruh.
Yeah, Kirk was like, I don't even know. I was surprised.
Bruh, that's crazy. And then we all think about this, right? Then we go to Monday. Oh, let's talk about Monday. Jesus Christ. We had at least 7.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
We smacked somebody on Tampa Bay smacked Ben's head. Got a 15 yard.
Yeah.
They smacked him on the head by accident. They didn't try
Just
and take
on
him
the
down.
rush.
Yeah, on a rush, if you're trying to beat the man, you smack him on the head 15 yards. Even I was befuddled. Yo, this shit is outrageous. The NFL needs to check this shit at the door. It is the most called penalty this year and of all time
Yeah,
of its
they were
existence.
showing in the last couple seasons up to this point there had only been usually about like 12 to 14 called.
It's like 40, right?
There's like 38
Yeah.
through 3 weeks
38 roughing. That is a 15-yard penalty.
and automatic.
And
first.
automatic first.
And a lot of them are questionable. A lot of them. Yet the league officials or the referee like unions or whatever are just standing behind them. They're making the right calls.
Yo.
But the competition committee's meeting to review everything because they're the ones who made the rule, and they're actually saying it's not being interpreted correctly by the refs.
Yeah. There you go. Exactly.
Who's not taking the L here?
Half-ass
who's not
training.
willing to.
Half-ass trained. They're blaming the
It's the
refs,
refs.
obviously.
I say it's the refs too.
I need to know their training. The refs may have not been trained right to keep it all the way. They fucked up the training, and now they're like, yeah, the refs ain't doing it right. Well, nigga, how'd you train the refs? I need to hear the refs the refs head spokesman speak. The ref of all refs.
Grand Poobah.
The grand poobah of refs.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Those ones, I don't know what the name is, but it's defending the calls and the way it's been interpreted so far.
So they're blaming them. Oh, well, no, they're not even blaming them for the training. They're saying it's right.
Yeah.
So they're just stuck in their ways, it
You
sounds like.
misinterpreted it. They're like, nah, we got it loud and clear.
Right.
We got this handled.
This is it. This is what you wanted. Yeah, I know you don't like it. This is what you wanted, though. Yo, like, how the
Careful
fuck?
what you ask for.
You know what I mean? Like, how do you tackle and roll? Who the fuck can actually do that, moving that fast and doing the plays that they're doing?
Tackle and roll.
They want them to hit and roll. They don't want them to drive them and put body weight. That was the call, body weight. You're putting body weight on the quarterback when you tackle him. Yeah, the quarter. I think who said it? I think it was it Watt? He was like, now we're
They
treating
don't
the
just,
quarterback like a
grab the
completely
motherfucker,
different
basically?
player. He was like, there's like 10 players that can get hit, and there's like one player who's playing a completely different game now.
Yeah, it's true.
Like, it's crazy.
It's been heading that way over the last like decade, but more than ever, that's actually legitimately true at this point.
Yeah, it's
Because you can't hit him below the knees, can't hit him above the shoulders, you can't put your weight on him.
you can't
What do you
even
do?
hit him. You
What
can't even
do
tap
do?
him. I think that's
Just
what.
try to wrap him up and hold him for as long as you can until the blow the whistle.
I think that's what Clay Matthews is thinking at this point. I feel bad for that guy, dog. He's making fucking real football plays.
It's made for some really great like videos though, like
Yes.
reenactments. Have you seen the one
He's
where
so
it's like
bad.
literally the guy like walks up to him, like picks him up, like sweeps him off the feet and just kind of like sets him down real gently. They throw the flag.
What?
He like walks
That's
up
so
to him,
true.
like breathes and like right in his area. Flag.
Yo, it's
But it's
The internet has no
Matthews,
chill.
3 in a row. Like you literally like he has to feel hunted.
bro.
Has to.
There's no
Hunter has
reason.
become hunted.
Oh, what a movie title.
The funny part is the second week they used that one as film to send out to the teams as what to do or what not to do, like how to violate that rule.
And we apparently didn't get the memo because we, dog, I was pulling my fucking hair out, man. Got a lot intact though. You know what I'm saying? Swaggy. But goddamn, I mean, there's like, there's so many reasons to just let the balls play, man. What the fuck? The quarterback.
One of them, I don't know, did you see that dude from Miami that tore his ACL because he tried to hold up as he was sacking the quarterback?
Like, that's what,
People
like,
getting hurt because of this rule.
that you gotta let him play fucking football,
I was gonna
man.
say all this isn't supposed to be like, you know, in response to trying to make the game safer and stuff.
And what did your coach tell you at the beginning? You gotta play 100% you gotta play. Like, you can't, like, I'm sorry, there's like to try and hold a man up and make sure he doesn't get hurt while I'm trying to take you down for a play. That's like fucking the most oxymoronic shit I've ever heard about football. Like, okay, I'm gonna hold you on a defensive pass interference calls you calling now. Fair, bet, whatever. The don't hit the receiver until he gets down. All right, we can time that right. But if you're talking about a sack where someone's trying to openly avoid you while they have the ball and you're fighting off another man and you're trying to make a tackle on that same guy who's moving around in the pocket, that is, what the fuck are you want me to do, homie? I'm taking this nigga down, bro. I don't give a fuck what you talking about. However, like, come on, man. Rather I fall and hit, maybe I fall and hit his knees. They almost called that on Tampa Bay too. Dude literally fell and just slid into Ben's knees. I mean, come on, man. Even I'm a subjectively, that's bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, luckily they pulled it, but they're so gun happy, they're so trigger happy to throw that fucking flag. My God.
Flag happy out this bitch.
Flag happy. I thought the targeting was gonna be the thing. We thought targeting was gonna be the
especially because
issue.
it could be an injection.
Yeah. And honestly, I feel like they missed some targetings. They missed some targetings that they could have called, but they're definitely calling this fucking rough the passer to compensate. My God. I said my piece. Yeah, so I'm done with the NFL soft shit. What else is on the docket?
Let's talk about basketball.
Let's switch
Season's
lanes.
about to start.
The pictures came in. Everyone's trying to look dapper. Lance Stevenson,
it.
dopest shoes in it so far.
Pictures came in?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, they said they're taking pictures for team pictures now.
It's like freaking school picture day.
Yeah.
It's team picture day.
Yeah, they do pictures now.
media-
I don't know how
media
long
day.
they've
Did
been
they
doing
always do that in the NFL? Have they done that in the NFL?
Nah, I think they only do it when you get New Jersey.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that.
Yeah, I think they only do it when you get New
I
Jersey.
feel like that's what I picture in my head when I picture the whole team.
I don't even remember the NBA always doing this. Did they always do this?
It's just like a college thing, really.
Because I remember the first
he said
picture,
NBA been doing it.
the first picture of our big three with Love, Kyrie.
Was it just
and
because it was
LeBron.
the big three, or did they do
No,
it routinely?
they do it every year.
Huh. I do not remember
I'm not
us.
familiar with this tradition
Yeah.
either.
So, I mean, who y'all got as the freshest ones out there?
I ain't seen it.
Y'all ain't seen it at all? I like Kyrie with his J's. He had the,
I didn't really pay attention much to the sneakers or really see a bunch of the pictures. I don't know.
All right, bet. Well, y'all need to check out the Lance Stevenson jersey. He got like the Jordan. What is it? The 20.
I did see those.
Those shits is ill, right? The 6
yeah,
on the front
jerseys
flap,
on it, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and then the Lakers on the back. Oh man, that shit was tight. But you know, I gotta see PJ's after that. You know what I'm saying? I was like, all right, I gotta see PJ's picture now. So that's the only 2 niggas I put in contention for top. But speaking of which, what were we talking about there for the pictures? So we was gonna start. We can talk about what?
Pictures.
Well, we jumped from the pictures to what? The Celtics.
I mean, we can talk about the
Celtics.
Celtics, or we can talk about
They
LeBron.
lined up. LeBron lined up with his team.
Interesting where he might be lining up.
Shit. Yeah, we'll talk about that after then. Okay. Yeah, let's talk about that. Where he lining up? Go ahead and talk to him.
So Jay Crowder, former teammate of LeBron, is saying that he heard from LeBron personally he will be playing the center this year. I don't know because there's no context provided whether that's he's going to be playing the center as a starter or that's going to be like a death lineup. Regardless, LeBron at the center is like really interesting to me because it's like really the only position he hasn't played.
It's Villanova shit right now. Got the small ball playing.
For real.
Yeah, they could win. I mean, we got. I think that's a direct shot at if what Golden State could be doing. I think that's one of those things where Golden State starts playing that small ball shit that they do. LeBron, that's their lineup. I think they already shooting their shot.
Who is their
for
de
that.
facto center right now?
JaVale McGee. Isn't it?
Oh, in LA?
Yeah. It's McGee, right? They signed McGee.
signed
Randall
McGee,
isn't there anymore.
Do they still have Lopez?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to remember.
Oh yeah, Lopez might be starting. Yeah, I think Lopez will start. LeBron will play that def one. Like, was Golden State's called the def lineup too?
Death lineup, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a direct correlation of we think we're competing with Golden State. I hate it, fuck it. Yo,
Oh, they don't have Lopez anymore. I thought they traded him
I thought
somewhere.
his contract was expiring or something.
Something like
he had
that.
He had a huge contract.
so I think it's more than a def squad. I think that's a legit.
Because JaVale's their starter right now. And then
Yeah,
they
I
got
figured that
Zubac,
if that
and
isn't-
then they drafted that
Facts.
Moritz Wagner from Michigan.
So you think it's more of a? I think it would be a direct.
He's like a forward though, Wagner.
They
And
have him at center.
I think it's a rotation move
isn't he
too.
only like 6'9", 8"?
I think he's like 6'9" or 6'10".
Oh really? He doesn't look that
And
big.
he's young, so he can still grow a little bit.
He,
You know?
he didn't look that big out there. Fucking
6'11",
really?
245.
He did not look that big out there. He looked good. I just didn't realize he was that big. He looked more like a Draymond Green type size.
I feel you. Maybe he probably grew.
Maybe.
You see, the rumor has it. I don't know if I mentioned this, but was it LaMelo? LaMelo's the youngest one, right?
Yeah.
Supposedly went from 6'2" and a quarter to 6'7" and a half.
I heard
over the summer.
I haven't seen him though. I need to get on the IG page, I guess.
I thought he was
See the
always
boy's
big.
height.
He was way smaller than.
Yeah, he's a guard. He was just a normal guard size.
So he's
He's
his
the
brother's a
youngest.
guard also.
So
Nah, he's still shorter than both of them.
How old is he?
He's only
I think
17.
he's
17
17 or 18
now. I guess he wouldn't have been 6'7" at like 15.
Yeah, he was just playing guard with his brothers and shit. Like they was playing the bigger positions. They was always bigger than him. So I think him growing though is crazy.
He's
I
out.
didn't see
Yeah,
that
he's
coming.
out playing pro ball in like fucking Lithuania or some shit. isn't he?
Nah,
JBA.
they were doing that, and now they've actually they is a big baller. They opened up their own league, JBA. So now it's like New York ballers, LA ballers, Houston ballers. They don't even have mascots. They just all ballers.
Just stupid.
D'Angelo's in that shit too.
It's stupid. It's stupid because fucking LeVar Ball's running it.
Hey, haven't had any issues yet, have they?
I just can't see. I
that I
could.
know of. At least not with referees or
Who's
anything.
going to those games though? Like I've never seen him was like, hey, I'm finna hit this young JBA game, bro. You coming with me? It's finna be lit. I don't know.
Who's even playing in these?
He's got players who,
Well, like high school players. Who,
I think 18.
What?
I think it's 18 and up.
Yeah, or
Melo's not 18.
I think LaMelo's the
I
only
think
one
it's
who-
like 16 to like 18
Oh,
or
okay.
19 or something, and I think it's. I think it doesn't matter what school, like how
what you
far
get.
you are in school, it's just that age range.
And what, you get paid, so you're fucking disqualified from fucking.
Yeah, your amateur status is gone, I'm pretty sure.
Like, what the fuck? Like, what is
He's trying to
this?
make it like an alternative to like G League. or
Oh,
like
absolutely,
college.
Yeah,
absolutely.
that's cool, but I don't think LeVar Ball's that dude.
I mean, give him some credit for what he's done.
Yeah.
What has he done?
Came from nothing. Now
Well,
he's a brand.
Yeah, he's
big
definitely
baller brand.
He's a brand, man. Well, he's done something. We can talk about him and how he's actually sold shoes to people.
Facebook Live show or whatever.
He's made a league in Lithuania. He got it Facebook Lives. That's definitely
I feel like this is all stuff to do. I don't know about this Facebook Live stuff, but you're talking about he's built a brand and he sold shoes and.
Well, you got to take it to account as Facebook Live. And don't just narrowly look at some things. You got to look at everything.
What I'm saying these are things his kids have done. I'm not saying that he has as a father he has
the whole family
know.
show, and he put the kids in the position to do this.
But if they're not,
He's one of the
kids
training
went
them since they were kids.
He took them to that particular high school for that reason. He's been training them. Like, you gotta take into account his training has definitely helped this. Like, granted, yeah, they're tall, but there's tall niggas who don't ball. Like, they.
No, that's not really my point though. I'm more just saying like.
Yeah.
I don't know I wouldn't give most of the credit of people in the NBA to like their parents and shit like that. As to why
KD said
they're
it
there.
best. The mom's the real MVP.
That was well placed. Yeah, I mean, but when you look at parents like that,
Does KD have any brothers?
no, he own child. But we
His
look
own
at,
child?
but if
Okay.
we look at two people,
So I guess if he had a brother, would there be two KDs
If we
in
can-
the league then?
hey, it could be. Hey, it could be. Look at Serena and Venus and their dad.
Yeah,
That was super ballish. Like,
nah. That's
he was hard, though.
That's too kind of a comparison to LeVar, I think.
was it?
He made two girls from Compton play tennis. That's thinking outside the box. These are two black kids in LA from a dad who played basketball, and he's like, hey, I think I should
He
play
played
basketball.
football more so.
But
He's a
still
football
play-
player.
He still played basketball. It's not really a foreign idea to be like, hey, yo, I should play basketball.
So I think
And at the same time,
Serena and
that's
his
not-
dad played tennis.
He did?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Hold. Let me
Are you
put some
sure?
respect on his name. Let me
I
put
don't
some
totally
respect.
know about that.
Thing is, Lonzo was just some player at UCLA until LeVar started making waves with the comments he was making, the predictions he was giving.
You say he was just another player? Where?
Yeah,
at
I was.
UCLA.
Oh no, he wasn't.
what you
he
talking about?
was number one player in the nation.
Chino Hills. Right?
Yeah, and they won a championship before that.
Nah, like he
Oh,
was.
yeah.
That's what I mean.
I'm
Like, he
saying
was-
to like most of America or the
he's
casual
riding-
sports fan,
he's
no one
riding
knew about him
his-
until LeVar, for the most part.
he just attracted attention. He was just the smoke to the fire, really. He didn't make the fire. Like, he didn't spark the fire. I mean, he literally created the fire on a biological level. But I'm saying, like, he's riding his fucking. I don't know how we got
People
so
are
far into
buying
this.
the
But I don't-
shoes because of
Who's buying the shoes?
D'Angelo or
Who
fucking
actually?
Lonzo. They're buying
not-
them because of LeVar.
People are buying shoes because of a fucking 45-year-old bald
Because he
man.
sells the brand.
That is-
They don't sell the brand at all.
Who's buying these shoes though? Like, actually?
People with money. Like
Who
more
actually?
higher end people. Like Jay-Z said he's came out and bought some. Like people respecting the brand. So there's
I mean,
people like
Jay-Z's
that
the
buying
same
them.
dude who bought like fucking 100 copies of Nipsey Hussle's album.
Nipsey said he bought some shoes.
Okay, these are like moves of support and shit like that. Who's actually like, oh yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
rocking
People with
these.
money. People with money because they're expensive as fuck for in the first place. What are they, like $400 shoes?
Something like that.
Yeah, they're expensive as fuck. We don't even buy them shits.
I'm pretty sure it was like a $250 version.
Oh my god, bro! People buy $400 Jordans all
That
day.
is not the same
What are you
at
saying?
all. Jordan is an established brand with dope shoes.
My point is, people have $400 for sneaker. People will make $400 for sneaker money.
shit they like.
If they came out, if the Big Baller brand had some fire ass shoes and they were actually some hot shit, then
Somebody
people
thinks
would-
they're hot. I mean, I don't personally. That's I guess what I'm putting
I'm
across. I
saying
don't think
they're not hype. That's what I'm saying. People will shell out $400 for some Yeezys. They're not gonna do it for some fucking LeVars. Like they're not. And I understand that's a wide comparison, but it's like it's not even like LeVar does not have that sort of like esteem to his name.
How
like,
much
as
money did
somebody,
he
like-
actually make? Does anyone know? I would love to know how much he actually made in as far as like because
As far as what, making shoes? I bet-
no, because he sells clothes too. He
Oh,
sells
man, I
clothes.
doubt he's made that much.
I wanna
Only
know how
time
much
I've-
he's actually
Only
made.
people we see rocking that shit is fucking Lonzo and shit, and I'm sure he's a somewhat competent businessman, so I'm sure he sent some off to some celebrities and asked them to wear it. So it's like
wonder-
that's it. Nobody's actually going out and copping that shit, being like, "Oh yeah, just cop that new fucking Big Baller shit." Like, no. Unless you some like really dumbass fucking Instagram flex motherfucker that will just do anything to spend. That will just spend their money on
Whack.
anything.
I'm going through Big Baller Brand on Google, and one of the articles from earlier this year is the Big Baller Brand gets an F with the BBB.
Jesus Christ.
BBB
man.
got a F from the BBB.
Not
Wow, that's crazy.
What if they would have got a B?
What a man, maybe they're salty. They're like, yo, you just bid our whole shit. F. No.
Yeah.
But
Yo.
that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah.
Nowadays,
I
that shit don't
see that.
even matter too, which is fucked.
I
up.
think it says that there's a fucking fishy operation going on there, though, or
It is.
something that may not be sustainable in the
No,
long
for
run.
sure. Because the only other motherfucker I knew who did that was a Jenner, and then they just paid the shit to get changed. So I don't know. It's that. If you have money though, and people are supporting this shit, I don't know, man, because he's still sustaining a fucking basketball league. So no, it goes to you. That's why I've been taking
Before
it.
I just pass this to Mike.
My thing is for this whole thing. It's crazy he can sustain a basketball league if he didn't do
For how
at
long?
least initially well with these shoes.
How long has he done? How long has this league been going? A couple months?
It's been almost a year, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
I mean,
yeah,
I'm pretty
so-
sure it's almost over now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see.
He's been able to keep this shit afloat.
For 1 year, yeah, I think with a couple $1 million or however much money's putting into it, you can keep a league afload for 1 year.
And then he was able to do the Lithuania one too.
What do you mean he was able to do the Lithuania one?
He was able to put
He
together
created his own league out
he
there?
He had the court. It was a Big Baller Arena, played on Facebook from Big Baller's joint. Like
Bro,
he put all of this shit
He's
into.
just Donald Trump in this shit. He's just putting his name on everything. That's not fucking being a businessman. Just going out and like fucking sponsoring everything and just putting your name on a bunch of shit.
That's being a businessman.
It's not actually being a businessman. Jay-Z is a businessman. He doesn't just put fucking Jay-Z on everything and shit like
No,
that. Like there's
but-
actual business moves to be made.
But you don't think he has to negotiate with
branding.
someone to get the Big Baller in Lithuania
You just pay someone. It's just a
because he
sponsorship.
gets money from his shoes then?
What are you talking about?
So how else is he getting money? Because his means of income that we don't know, only one we know of, is him selling shoes and clothing. So if he has the money to do that, then
Where
even
was
that
his
being
money
said,
from? Where was his money from before? Because these kids grew up fucking rich, so he had money from somewhere.
I
So
don't know,
if we're
but I
educated
doubt
enough to
he
speak
had
on
the
this.
money for fucking
I don't
for
think
a
Chino-
basketball court. The
He's
having
playing
branding in
NBA.
Lithuania.
The kid's playing the NBA. If you don't think he's siphoning any of that money, I would disagree.
I mean, he could use a little bit of it for it, but I also think he has his own money to provide to it too. Because he made the shoes before Alonzo got his deal.
Yeah, I don't think.
He was a personal trainer. That's what LeVar was doing.
Personal trainer's not getting you
Right.
stacks like that.
Oh, you'd be surprised.
To make a shoe
You
dish.
also know your clientele is. Whatever, yo, you could make money doing everything depending on what your clientele is. If you got a wealthy clientele, you can be a fucking psychic and make racks.
And even then, if we're gonna talk about his business savvy, I think that even put yourself in a position to get those shoes distributed, to have those shoes created, all that is business. He definitely put together some business for
You know what's
this.
business? Feuding with Trump, which he did.
Did he?
Yeah.
Okay, in
I
that
know
case,
that.
everybody's doing some good business.
Yeah, I'm doing
moves
some
then. Like,
business.
seriously, everybody's fucking out here. But, man, yeah,
I'm not gonna
I'm-
sit here and say he's just living off his kids. He's putting together moves, man. And with that being said, he trained his kids because he is a business. His business is personal training, so that's still work to his business. He's he's not a business
He didn't
man.
teach-
He's a business man.
in which sense? I don't know. In which way did you mean that?
I'll let you keep that for interpretation.
No, I understand the Jay-Z line, but I'm
I
not
know.
sure if you flipped it the same way he
I
was
did.
flipping it.
He's a business man.
Oh, he is a business?
Big BBB.
Nobody's gonna be fucking with BB. And in a few years, I think Lonzo's gonna ditch that shit. I bet LeVar's gonna run that whole shit into the ground. Lonzo's gonna jump ship. He's gonna distance himself from LeVar. He's gonna end up signing with like Adidas or some shit like that. Or like fucking Kanye will like make his fucking. He's gonna have like his Yeezy on court brand that he's like working on and shit like that, and he's gonna fucking get Lonzo.
Man, LeVar's been quiet.
'Cause
Man.
I see her
Holding it down.
You mean who's been quiet?
LeVar's been quiet as of late. He's holding it down. He's just doing his thing.
Lonzo's been hella quiet as of like always though, which makes me think maybe maybe he doesn't share the same enthusiasm about all this, brand and all that. You know what I mean? He doesn't share the same enthusiasm about everything that's going on.
I don't know. I gotta watch the fucking reality show, I guess, to find out.
Don't let him rope you.
I know Lonzo's had the kid and shit though. That is something that'll put you down. You know what I'm saying? You looking at other things right now in life.
Lonzo's never been flashy like that though.
No, he's just a rapper. He's just a rapper / baller out here. Put together a fire mixtape you didn't check out.
Yeah. It's true. Bangers.
It's a solid tape. It's a solid tape.
Back to the Lakers, you see that Rondo's going to be starting, at least to start the season.
Damn, we did get there from the Lakers.
Yeah.
Fuck. All right, so you said Rondo
Over Lonzo. And I guess that's the plan going forward. It's interesting. I thought it would have been the other way around.
That's a good segue.
Nah. I'll go with.
The guy that your GM or whatever saying like this is the face of the franchise, this is the future. He's gonna have a jersey in the rafters.
Who's a better
He'll
point?
be on the bench this year.
Who's the better point guard right now?
Rondo.
All right, there you go. That's all. That's to me. That's enough.
I would say Lonzo just because he has the threat of scoring too. Like he's not gonna get as many assists, but he'll make it up in points.
You have LeBron. You don't need a threat of scoring. And
LeBron always needs scorers. That's always like one of his needs because he can't do it on his own.
I like
that's
Rondo.
not totally. I don't know about that. He's always needed shooters to spread the floor and stuff like
Or
that.
shooter scorers.
Not necessarily, because you don't need somebody who's going to put big points on the board. You just need somebody who's going to open up the floor for LeBron to score. You need somebody who's going to be a threat to score. You don't need them to actually score every night. You know what I mean? So you don't need.
Yes, you do. Like since we lost Kyrie, we missed that second person that was scoring. We missed that D Wade that LeBron had. There's always that second scorer that you can rely on. It's always Mike and Pippen, both dropping 20.
I mean, you're talking in championship circumstances, though, and they're not looking at that. Like, obviously, they don't have. I mean, LeBron's not carrying this team to a finals. That's not what they're looking at. You know what I mean?
You think?
So, I don't know that I can.
You don't think they have expectations to win now?
Hey, listen.
kidding me?
Hey, listen. Shout out my man Jesse out here. I think they're going to the Western Conference Finals. We gonna shout you out for that one. That's
Hey, shout you out, but I mean,
bold statement. Bold.
yeah, you see, didn't he say himself? He's like he was repping for Compton, right?
Rapping for comp.
That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? People in Compton might feel that way, but people outside of that in the sports world, I don't think they're really seeing the Lakers making a deep playoff push this year. I don't think LeBron was just on. He just said something about we got to be patient here.
Doubting
Like
LeBron.
that was just like LeBron has literally told everybody, hey, let's be patient here.
Hey, over
He
under.
just said that.
Yeah,
So,
of
that's what I'm
course.
saying.
But watch, by game 42, won't be patient anymore.
Over or under, you got them winning 50.
I mean, as you just 50.
You
I'd
got
say under.
Under? Okay.
Not like necessarily way under. That could be a good.
I see where you're shooting.
I
I see
see
where,
a 40 win team.
with that, I see where you're
40,
shooting.
40 to 50 win team. I don't see them being like
40 is damn.
Woo!
No,
That's
I'm not.
under 500.
No, I'm just saying I'm just saying a 40 something win team.
Okay.
That's what I'm going for. I'm saying
I guess
a
the
40.
when's the
48?
last time LeBron has won less than 50?
I don't think it's.
He's not going
It
to
has happened since rookie year.
He's going to a different situation. He knew what he was getting himself into.
Facts.
He knew he wasn't going. He didn't totally know he was getting himself into. He would have liked to get Kawhi or something or PG. That's what they were going for, to have that second crazy score. But that's not where it's going this
I
year.
would have loved to know what the fuck the PG thing is about.
But I think they'll either have to. I mean, they're still keeping all their options open for next year. They still got a bunch of cap space, do they not? I believe they do.
Yeah, I think so, because I think
They
they're
got all
planning
Yeah,
on
because they're
scoring
doing
a big
for the Kawhi
They got all
thing.
that cap space open for Kawhi, and then that didn't materialize.
I think that's the ultimate plan.
So that's what I'm.
that being said.
So that's what I'm saying. They're not. I mean, to all the Laker fans out there that think they're going to be going, they're going to be, contenders or this and that. Y'all aren't going to be, but that's okay. Like that's okay.
that's
Like here's the thing.
okay.
Like that's not what y'all are trying. Everybody inside the Lakers, I'm sure they all know this. You know what I mean? I'd be shocked if anyone in the Lakers really thinks like, yeah, we're gonna give Golden State a Houston
Your
a run
boy
for their money this year.
may argue the one. There's one man. What's the name?
He's within the organization.
He's within, and he's vocally said it. I seen his interview.
LeVar.
No, it wasn't LeVar. It was an actual player.
player.
Yeah. He was a rookie like Kuzma. Kuzma said.
That's my man.
Nah, I'm just saying
Oh.
Kuzma. But Kuzma.
I don't know like that. He's cool.
Yeah. So Kuzma's just like we ain't trying to be patient. We figured it. Yeah, he's like we're figuring it out. We got this. We this is our time.
That's cool.
But yeah, like he's like. Yeah.
That's cool. I don't knock him for it. It's like
I
I'm
don't-
saying, it's that rookie enthusiasm.
Yeah.
I mean, he's
Sophomore now. I feel you.
he's still a rookie right now. I guess he's technically a sophomore now.
Sophomore.
But I just meant until tip off
So,
game one.
So
But,
his mentality towards it.
Yeah, he's young. I respect the enthusiasm. Not even just the young enthusiasm. I like the mentality that you think you're gonna go out there and you're gonna do work. I don't disrespect that. That's cool. But I'm just saying, in terms of people running the front office, they know how things are going this
Yeah,
year.
I think Genie's out here just like we waiting for Kawhi.
Yeah, I mean they're gonna play like they're gonna say they want to do as good as they can.
Yeah, it's
they
definitely
want
plan.
because they want to, what do you call it? They want to motivate. They want to hype up the fan base. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
They want to get the fans excited. They got
to get the people hyped.
They're definitely trying to make the playoffs this year. You know,
LeBron in itself is definitely something that's hyping the people up. But yeah, I mean the fact that LeBron's even here gives niggas thinking, oh yeah, we got the shot now. Like,
but it's even making Mike think the same sort of thing where he's like, well, when was the last time LeBron wasn't on an elite team or LeBron was? It's like this is a very different. That was one of the first things I thought about when he made the move to go to LA. Like, even though it's been talked about forever, I was just like, wow, this is a very different chapter he's adding to his career right now. You know what I mean? Not only is he switching to a different conference, but as I said, he's hitting like a minor reset button just on where he's at. You know what I mean? He's jumping from a contender to a team that's kind of a middle of the pack team.
Yeah, I would agree with that. In his later years, yes,
you could argue that Cleveland was a middle of the pack team as well, though, last year.
If not worse, if you take LeBron off that team.
Yeah, the IC team before that.
I'm more saying without LeBron, so I'm saying, yeah, I see. So, I mean, yeah, this Lakers team he's going to is actually better than
Cleveland, yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, so here's
but his conference is also hard as what he's going to.
Yeah, so here's what I'm saying. Yeah, there's the divide. If the Lakers were in the East, then sure, they'd be talking about, okay, how are we going to figure out how to win
Celtics
4 games against
Boston? That's what they need to worry about.
I was going to say 4 games against the Warriors.
Oh, you think they could beat Boston? Is that being said, if the Lakers were in the Eastern, I think they would still be worried about Boston at least.
Oh, they'd be worried about them. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But that would be your main ultimate goal. You know what I mean? Whereas right now they're probably not even planning on how to. You're talking about the death line might be an experiment. As I'm saying, that might be an experiment for next year. If they're gonna run, this is their response to Golden State and they want to see how to run it, they're doing it for I don't think they're
trial.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think they're actually coming out there like, man, we're gonna actually stack up against Golden State with this line. Like, no, you're not going to. You're not gonna stack up against Steph Curry and KD and DeMarcus Cousins.
Absolutely not.
With LeBron at the 5. Like, just because LeBron's at the 5, that doesn't mean like, oh, okay, now.
On media day, LeBron said he doesn't measure a successful season by championship. So,
is he saying basically the same thing that I'm saying, that they're not gonna win a championship this year, but that's okay? If he was in the East, if the Lakers were in the East, it would be a totally different situation. You know what I mean? Where they would be plotting against Boston, and then they'd be, trying to win those 4 games against Golden State somehow that they try to pull out of the bag. Basically the same sort of situation that Cleveland was in last year. But if Cleveland was in the West, they wouldn't be expecting they were going to get no championship or nothing like that. Like, this is a year that they're plotting for next year. Yeah. As far as I can see. And it looks like everyone on the inside of the Lakers organization, with the exception of Kyle Kuzma and maybe a couple of the players, and that's fine. I like that mentality from the players, but I don't think Luke Walton and all them cats really are seeing things the same way.
You know what? I'm gonna put them as, honestly, they are the 4th or 5th best team in there, so they're definitely gonna make a run in the playoffs. I don't foresee them going to the finals, but honestly, when I think about it, they could make a run to the Western Conference. They could get knocked out. I think they would go second round, though.
Depends how seeding shakes up. Like, if they get some, I don't know. I guess it depends. I feel like, is there a way they could get really lucky seeding to where they're not playing like Houston or?
Yeah, basically.
4. Yeah. They were the 4.
If they were the 4 seed, they could end up not playing. They could end up not playing Houston or they wouldn't play the 1 or the 2 seed.
Mm-hmm. They'd avoid them.
Sure.
Because they'd be in the middle.
Who else is really good other than those 2 teams?
In the West?
Yeah, in the West.
OKC's going to be way better this year, I bet. Got rid of Melo, PG coming back, more confidence restored in them.
We'll see. That's unproven. We don't know about that.
They were decent last year already.
They were decent last year. We're not putting them in we can't put them in the same conversation as the Rockets and the Warriors, though.
I want to see the Rockets too, because
we don't know. They could be great. They could be trash. Like they're a wild card right now. They're an X factor. You know what I mean?
There's really no one in that conversation besides the Warriors and the Rockets. If you're talking about just that.
Minnesota imploded. Fucking.
Well, it all depends on where Jimmy goes too.
Yeah, Jimmy can go.
That could make a difference. And you know what I really want to know in the Western Conference? And we're talking about LeBron playing the 5 out here because they don't really got a 5 and shit. Are the Phoenix Suns ever going to get a point guard? So we were here, I believe, like 3 weeks ago, talking about what's the point guard situation, guys. And
there has
not been a lot of progress being made. And I believe the season starts in 4 weeks.
Not
So it's
even.
about 3.5 weeks, something
Very
like that.
soon.
No, yeah, October.
The second week of October, I think.
Yeah,
that's
it's
like
like
2
28th
weeks.
right now when we're recording this, I believe.
Yeah.
So I'm saying,
It's like 2 weeks, man.
man, y'all trying to get Kemba. Y'all better make something happen real quick, guys.
I don't know what the fuck Phoenix is doing.
I'm not really trying to be out here with
Bad forwards,
really,
though.
I really liked the way Elie Kobo was looking in the summer league, but I'm not trying to be out here with Elie Kobo as the starting point guard this year.
They got a plan, man. You got to trust the process.
I just hope y'all got a plan. I hope y'all got a plan, and I hope y'all aren't running around like, fuck, we can't get this Kemba trade to go through, or whatever's going on. I just hope this is going according to your plan. I hope y'all know what you're doing with this, cause I don't know. There's been it's been some lean times, you know what I mean. But I think we've made some moves that have set us up to, I've even gone on the record saying that I think they can make a good run this year. As I'm saying, same Laker mentality. We're not winning no fucking conference finals or nothing like that. But I could see us being everyone was saying the Suns couldn't make the playoffs this year. But I think if we could get a solid guard, we could absolutely be a playoff team. But we're gonna need that point guard.
Just gonna have Book take it up.
I was just saying, have Devin play point.
Devin, I think he said that he don't want to do that. He's trying to be the shooting guard. He wants to be Kobe. He don't want to be.
He could be Steph.
I don't think he want to be Steph. I don't think
Why
he's
not?
trying to. I just don't think he want to do that. I just don't think he wants to. I think he likes the type of player he is. He wants to be Devin Booker.
Sounds like that's what he said. Like, he actually said that, too. So I believe him.
Yeah. So, and I mean, it wasn't like it was mixed results having him at the point guard last year. It's not that he can't really play point guard, but it's just like, do you really want to be making that sacrifice at the shooting guard? It's like, yeah, you can have him fill in if you don't have a point guard this year. It's like, yeah, you can have him play it, but then I mean, who's your shooting guard?
You gotta play people slide in there. I mean,
That's what I'm saying. Now you're having people slide in at the shooting guard as opposed to having people slide in at the point guard. You know what I mean? So you're just trying to sacrifice in the shooting guard position for the point guard position, which is, I mean, maybe you got to do that, but the point is that's not what you're fucking playing for. Nobody sets up to say we're gonna have 4 starters and we're just gonna kind of slide some shit around and patch things together and try to get things. No, it's not what you want to do.
I'm not saying that they're patching things together. I'm just saying you can put Bridges in there. You slide someone that maybe is a 3 right now and put him at the 2.
Okay,
same
and
thing
then
with Trevor.
I
Or
guess,
you
and
can
I
put
guess-
Josh Jackson there. You could put
I'll put Josh at the 4.
You could put him
But
2 through 4, and he
Yeah.
could play there.
It's just not a good look. I feel like we're patching things together at that point because we're missing a piece and now we're sliding a whole bunch of other things around to try to make up for it. And that's not what you want to be doing if you're trying to be a real fucking team and have a real roster and have people,
If it is
be a
going to a
respectable team.
but if you're looking at a European coach and they're looking at a league that's going positionless, this could work. You're looking at the same league that has LeBron playing a 5.
They don't have 5.
Rotation.
They don't have 5 players like that. I don't think. You got Devin Booker, certified starter. You got T.J. Warren. Some people would say he's more of like a great 6th man. I think he's a starter, if not a great 6th man. You got DeAndre Ayton, and then you got Trevor Ariza.
That's
You know
a
what I mean?
solid 4 though.
It's a solid 4. And I suppose, and then it's like, yeah, you can slide Josh Jackson in there. You know what I mean? But that's not going to be the same lineup. You could even, T.J. Warren and Josh Jackson. They're on similar playing fields right now. But I mean, that's not the team that I was saying I think would probably go to the playoffs. You know what I mean? I was hoping they would make some other move that would help them be in that position. So otherwise, I see this team being in the same position as like the Goran Dragic, fucking Isaiah Thomas Suns and shit, where they're going to be like hovering around. They're going to be like, a good team that people don't necessarily want to play because you might catch an L. You know what I mean?
No, I feel you.
But it's like you're not really going to be in that playoff push and contention because you're not going to be able to do it consistently on like, a night-to-night basis. You're just going to have those couple games where people are going to be like, wow, did you see Phoenix beat, the
They just
Lakers
have no
or
depth.
fucking Houston or shit like that? What?
If you had a lineup like that, you gotta have depth.
I mean, we have depth. We just
Yeah.
need that front piece that's actually a cut above the depth. You know what I mean? Because we just have all these players that are around here, and we want those dudes as the backup to the dudes around here. You know what I'm saying? But we don't have those top tier guys. DeAndre Ayton could be one of those top tier guys very, very soon. Like I'm saying, soon as like even like this season soon.
Yeah.
You got Trevor Ariza, who he's an older cat, but he's a certified veteran. You know what I mean? He's gonna do his thing out there. Devin Booker, you know what I mean? You don't need to say anything about him. So those are like potentially your 3 people that are really solid. You know what I mean?
You're big on TJ Warren too, though.
What you say?
I said you're big on TJ Warren too.
I am big on TJ Warren, but I don't quite put him in the same level as those other guys. DeAndre still, he's not quite proven yet, but if he even performs up to expectations this year, then I think he's going to be, he's going to be one of the better big men in the league.
I mean, obviously, like you said, you want them to compete, but I mean, if they play it, you just want them to compete right now. If you put them in that lineup, maybe that's the experimental lineup they need to try and compete in future years.
I think they're as
Maybe.
good as the Magic were when they had Dwight Howard and were going to the playoffs.
What year?
That was Eastern Conference, though. So I'm saying if we were in the East, I'd be like, oh man, we could fuck shit up.
Turkaloo year?
Yeah.
Turkaloo year.
Dog, that is we've
Year
been
of
over this.
Turkaloo.
That is that
know.
is Turkaloo's year. I mean, I think it could work. Honestly, if we really look at it and we look at it how the game has changed, where you don't really need a distributing first point guard.
Because you want
and
Devin holding the ball and controlling it.
And
right?
if you're looking at the coach and the way that they're playing it, Devin would be the controller. I mean, he's still ultimately controlling it. They can probably get him off ball with screens and shit like they do for Steph, because Steph still gets mad fucking picks.
Like, you can kind of maybe do some stuff that maybe works, but it's
He's a
just
European player. That's his shit. That's what he goes
what,
to.
what works for Devin then? What do you think?
Well, it's
works
hard to
for
say because Devin's never been in like a great environment, but
But he scored 71, so obviously something works.
He's a pure scorer, man. He can do it either way to me.
But to me, I just like a situation. In any of the situation you guys described, I prefer a situation with a dynamic backcourt, solid wings, and a down low
I
presence.
just don't think you're gonna find that anywhere with what's
Phoenix.
around.
What are you talking about?
Like with what's available to you right now, I don't think that's not a thing that you can get right
Available in
now.
terms of what's on the block. What's people are
Are
offering.
you trying to? I mean, you can unless Kimba comes, that's all you got, man.
And even then,
That's
you're
what it is.
sacrificing other stuff to get him.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think you can sacrifice some of that depth.
Some of those
someone up
forwards you
front.
can let go of. I would say.
Even though we let go of Chris already, yeah, we have Ryan Anderson now, who's fucking I heard who's going to be like a starting forward.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, we'll see. This just I mean, it just seems. Now I'm saying, it seems like patching things together. It doesn't seem like a cohesive. Like, yeah, this is what we want. Like,
It's a step forward from last year.
Yeah, it is.
It's a step forward, but I don't think when they drafted DeAndre Ayton, they were like, and this is the lineup we envision taking the court on tip off.
They can
You know what I mean? Like, I don't think this is like what they had in mind.
Sound like he might just be trying to fill it up with shooters, because he got Trevor Ariza as a shooter. You got
Bridges is a
Bridges
shooter.
is a shooter. I think Bridges
Ryan
might.
Anderson's a sharpshooter.
And you tell me Anderson. That reminds me that I think he's just going for some shooters. He just wants a shitload of shooters.
Daniels is a sharpshooter from the three.
I don't know. These dudes are all young. When you're young, they're going to be inconsistent. And
Well, not
shooting
all
is
of them.
all the
Ryan,
time.
Book.
Yeah.
I mean, Trevor Ariza. That's 3 off
I
top.
feel you. We'll see. We'll see.
Tyson's still on the team.
I think that might be a lineup you'll come around to.
We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. I hope it
Isaiah
does
came in.
good. I was just hoping to get something something with that with a better resume in the backcourt to complement
Bet
Devin.
you to get like at least 18 more wins than last year, though.
They'll be better. They'll be decent. They're not gonna be trash. They'll be decent.
I think it's just good he at least has a solid position to go to.
'Cause they're gonna
He
be
just
com-
kept switching.
Because they're gonna probably be competing this year. I don't think they're gonna be tanking for draft position or nothing like that.
Nah, they're
Whereas
trying to
last
figure it
year-
out now.
Last year they were, so they weren't even as bad as the numbers
Yeah.
reflected last year because they weren't even putting their best team on the court and shit. Whereas this year they're actually gonna be trying to do that, win back some of the fanfare.
Yeah.
So they're definitely gonna be improved from last year.
They want
But,
momentum
yeah.
now, and they can figure shit out. I think they're gonna try.
They want to prove themselves for free agency next year, to where they could actually convince
Get
them
a
to come and
depth,
be like,
yeah.
hey, look, we actually did some shit last year.
Get some team, get a depth. Yeah, get some depth in that bitch.
You think Boston's going to be good this year?
I think. Mike, let's segue that.
We're
Yo,
talking about how teams are going to do this year. Just wondering
listen.
the new chemistry having Kyrie with Gordon Hayward for a full season.
I think no
I guess
one
it
at
could
this
be.
table would
It's actually,
question
I don't
that.
know. That is actually kind of an interesting
Come on,
segue. 'Cause
man.
no, I don't mean in terms of how they're going to be good, but more just made me think. Does Boston have like a pure? Oh, that's actually somebody else that we're fucking negotiating for, was to get Terry Rozier out in fucking in Phoenix. But I mean, Terry Rozier is here. He averaged big assist numbers in the playoffs, didn't he?
Man, he's getting triple doubles too a couple of times.
Yeah, so
he's all around hustle out here.
Yeah, no, he was doing his thing, but I was just thinking Boston is similar to that, like almost kind of positionless type play that the Suns could, with a lot of young players.
Yeah, and gritty defense.
That the Suns could potentially like embrace, and who knows, maybe Elie Kobo will be the Terry Rozier of next year. You know what I mean? They both got the cool French names, but I don't know. You see any question marks on Boston this year?
I mean, I don't know. It's just
Yeah, I
gonna
don't
be
see a chink in the armor, man.
Yeah, bro. I see everything as I see it only going up.
That coach is Brad Stevens has got it together, bro.
Yeah.
The
I think he's got it
Wonder.
together. Yeah, I
I don't know.
think he's got it
It's
together.
going to be a different dynamic on the starting five. So,
What? How
Will
so?
be.
Do you think Kyrie's gone?
well, no, I'm just
What are you
saying
saying? What's the dynamic?
because Gordon Hayward's going to be back, and so that's
Oh, I
going
see
to
what you
push.
mean.
That's either got to push either Tatum or Brown onto the bench. I'm assuming.
Mm-hmm.
If not, then they're playing all of them, and then it's just another scorer. Supposedly, well, not supposedly, but I'm pretty sure what they intended to be their second main scorer last year, besides Kyrie.
I don't see a mellow effect here of addition by subtraction, or rather
Subtraction by addition.
by addition in this case.
Yeah,
But,
I don't know.
um,
Depends on how they use them. I think.
I don't see that. To me, if you put Gordon Hayward out on the court, it's going to be a plus.
I think, yeah, I
And
think this.
then you just got really good players who
It's
are
like the Golden State thing where there was like too many shooters is a problem and KD won a ring. So it's kind of like if the chemistry's there, if everyone knows their role, it works fine.
I almost feel and also, but he's almost getting at it, almost as like, are you saying like is Hayward going to be as good as these other players were last year?
Yeah, like is his
I think he's
addition
fine.
going to be better than having what they had last year?
Yeah, I think he's just as great as a player. He just fucked up his ankle. I think he may have a little bit of rust starting off, but then he'll be
Didn't
fine.
Just
And then you
fuck
have
up his
people-
ankle, get completely dislocated.
Yeah,
I
got
mean, but
dislocated.
then you have people on the bench backing you up that are not shouldn't say backing you up, but he has people on the bench, you know. If you're Boston, you have people on the bench as backup who are, you know, as you're saying, arguably as good, if not better. That's not necessarily bad. Like you still had those
Yeah.
dudes last year, and now you just got another dude who's right in that same conversation, who could be way better. Who knows? This could be, you know. Think of when Paul George came back from his injury. He came back and was like an all-star.
Yeah, that's what
You know what
that's
I mean?
that's kind of my thing. Like his recovery has probably been monitored very very closely. The team's always behind him. We seen him last year. He was putting up shots. He can dunk it. It's not like he's forcing anything on some Mikal Bridges wonder shit. No one knows what's going on either type shit. So it's like it's open. They're open about it. They're defending him. I think he's gonna be fine. I think he's gonna be coming out with a little bit of rust, but that's it.
They do have them listed as all starting.
That doesn't
Who?
surprise me.
So it'll be
Tatum,
So it'll be
Brown.
Kyrie, Brown, Hayward, Tatum, and then Horford.
So they're going for a 3-forward lineup. That's not
Be
right.
interesting.
3-forward. That was
Yeah,
one
basically.
guard, 3 forwards, and a
I mean, I
center.
don't know. Brown, I don't know. It's hard to put a position on him.
Yeah, I see him as a forward.
I remember the Suns used to run a 2-guard, 3-forward lineup back in the day sometimes. But yeah, I mean it's different. It's whatever. I think I don't see any problems with that lineup. When you're heavy on the forwards, you're usually going with guys who are pretty versatile, and all
Yeah.
those dudes are versatile. So it's like they can, you know, it's not like you're sacrificing anything at that, you know, shooting guard position really, because they can just
Yeah.
get picked up by any of those dudes. Kyrie's almost like a shooting guard. Jalen's like a shooting guard.
Yeah.
Fucking Tatum can be like a shooting guard. Like I mean, they're all.
They
they're
can
all- they're all
shoot.
like
They
some
are
sort of thing.
athletic. It's that's what we mean. That
Yeah,
that's
that won't
what,
be a problem.
But that's why we were talking about the Phoenix. It's positionless basketball nowadays, y'all. I mean, you know what I'm saying. I think we keep talking about it all over and over again, man. I think
I
at
just think
this
Boston's
point,
more proven. You know what I mean?
yeah. Definitely, I was about to say. I think more so is the question of does everyone know their role? It's not does it work. It's do you know your role? Will that work out because you know your role?
We'll see. I mean, I guess Kyrie seems to be committed either way.
So Kyrie's in
Yeah.
now?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
crazy. All these reports about him wanting to go to New York and him and Jimmy wanting to play together, and now he's out there saying like, yeah, no, I'm looking at this for the future. Like, this looks great. It's a great setup.
Boy, Brad Stevens got to
Here.
it.
This dude is all over the place with his shit.
Yeah,
Let's
he
wait
is,
for the
though.
statement next week.
Yeah, I mean, as long as I think people like that, as long as they maintain their roles. Kyrie, come on, man. Make sure you just stay on the same path, bro.
So you think he's gonna stay?
Yeah, I think he'll stay. I think if they're successful and he wins, he'll be fine with it for the time being. And then once they win a championship is when I would then question if he wants to be a journeyman again. Yeah, because then it depends on how the stipulation of how they win too is like, did the Celtics win or did Kyrie and the Celtics win? You feel me? I think if it's Kyrie and the Celtics, his narrative has now been there and how he's now accomplished what he wanted to do. Because, I mean, come on, man. We're not sugarcoating shit. That's what he wanted.
Yeah.
He wanted to be Kyrie Irving and the Boston Celtics. So that's what he wanted to do. Because he didn't want to be, because he was LeBron James and the Cavaliers. He thought he was that. I don't consider him that because I watched fucking basketball. The nigga was crazy. Put in Steph Curry's eye to win the game. But general consensus, and I know people who do say that, it's LeBron James and the Cavaliers. So, I mean, you know, it wouldn't surprise me if he becomes a journeyman after that. Or if he leaves. It's what he wants.
Seems to be committed there long term, so we'll see.
Yeah, until you win a ring, things get foggy. Things get foggy when the champagne comes out. The goggles, you know, it's hard to see, man. But anybody got anything else about Kyrie about it, or just the Celtics? No. All right, bet. Anything else on the docket? Shout out to Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods, though.
Yeah.
Boy, actually,
The boy's back.
the boy's back 5 years. He says it's been 5 years is too damn long, man. Said it felt good. Yeah, man.
I'm coming for another.
Another one.
I don't know if he said all that.
Hey,
2
man.
away from tying Sam Snead.
Is he?
Yeah.
He's 80
Which is,
now.
I think, like second all time behind, obviously.
We can say it again. Yeah. Name the drink after that man.
Oh no, I'm talking about Jack Nicklaus.
Oh, yeah. It's
Arnold Palmer's up
Not
there.
Arnold Palmer.
Yeah.
Jack Nicklaus, I think, is the most winning.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Jack
all
is. No, yeah, Jack is. All right, well, god damn it, that's crazy too, man. That's for another day. But yo, man, another week in sports, man. Holla at us. We got all our information on the description. Go ahead and fuck with us on the YouTube. We building up on the Instagram. Once again, we post from time to time. Fuck with us when you want. Facebook, we're definitely active out here. Feel free to leave a comment. I'm talking shit all week long. Go ahead and holla at your boy. But, you know, from there, anybody, any final words just at all?
Nah, that'll be it. We left it all on the floor.
Y'all
yo.
niggas need to go ahead and say some shit, man. Well, shout out to the
Final point
motherfuckers.
guard, Phoenix.
Shout out to Pittsburgh Steelers winning that shit out there. VT, get your shit together, motherfuckers. I'm calling you out, motherfuckers.
Boy,
I'm
Old
looking at you.
Dominion.
Fuck them. I love you, though, still all the same. It's a 3-man week, just like that. We out. Yeah, bitch.